Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us, whoever comes in. So, I'll do a recap now. One of our players was missing, and for some reason it's going crazy already. Can I pop out the chat and just use the chat actually? Because now it's just like, oh no, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. Oh no, oh no. No. Pop out. That's what I want. And then close this. Will that do anything? Not really. Oh well. Worst case scenario. Like, it is recording, but like the frames are dropping down drastically.
The internet has been a little bit off lately, unfortunately.
Oh well, we'll see. We'll see if it rights itself later, but it's recording.
It
that's all
works.
that matters. So last time, right. So the party were resting on their way to deal with a dwarven merchant that went missing. While this was all happening, a rift randomly opened. At first, the party didn't know what to do. Long story short, they got sucked up into the rift. When they got to the rift, there was a forest. They walked through the forest after eventually getting their bearings. At the end of the forest, there was a cave with a gentleman standing outside it, called Fayt. Fayt had specifically made this plane of existence to entertain himself for a little while. The first floor of the dungeon was essentially 9 square rooms, each with a different type of monster in it.
It's good fun.
The second room then was to use those squares and numbers to do a mathematical equation, basically. And then the last room then was a gambling game with Fayt, which was basically blackjack. Essentially, they were betting with their stats, money, or memories. There was a 5th player called, who didn't give you a name, was simply known as the lady, who was invited by Fayt to take part, just to make things a bit more interesting. During the betting, Warwick got one of
Ty's memories.
Warwick got Ty's dream. Warwick got a memory from Warwick and a memory from the lady as well, which he hasn't shared any of either memories, and you haven't shared your memory either.
I said I can give it back to her if she wants it, but I haven't said.
Do the people know that I know that memory? Dan.
Well,
I know that you've got a memory of mine.
Yeah, because they would have.
kind of know because I did.
You then asked me a question.
You asked
a very leading
questions.
question,
Yes.
so I sort of know what you're asking about. I know what time period you're asking about. I don't know the exact memory that you're asking
Right,
about.
so while all this was happening, also in another room, they had their own individual rooms and a random voice inside their heads asking them questions. You didn't have your own room because you were invisible the entire time. While this was happening, while you were invisible, Derek also didn't have his own room and was just sitting nonchalantly. Fayt appeared out of nowhere and asked him several questions. So we'll go over them now because this is what your character would know. Right. So,
prerequisite to that, did you say that Derek and Fayt didn't like each other?
Derek was trying to keep away from
Yes.
him, but Fayt was
playing with it.
Intrusive, should we say?
You got one of these just so I can make a note.
Of course.
That's been said. I don't have a notebook, unfortunately.
Do you want to know?
I can give you some sheets of paper if you want.
I'll go and get a spare notepad.
No.
2 moments, guys.
Okay. No, I'll give you a sheet of paper right now and then you can...
No, I did find a notebook, but then I found it full of math problems from school.
Yeah. No, there we go.
Either or.
Yeah.
Press on.
My notebook's keeping it.
Always all the paper and pencils remind me of the school days.
Yeah.
So...
I prefer it. I didn't like school, but...
So Fayt first of all asked, while Derek was observing just that statement, why is he observing? Which Derek didn't reply to. He was looking at the ground, ignoring Fayt. He then said, you're not going to get anything out of it, whatever you're doing. And then he sort of like poked him a little bit by saying that the party aren't actually his friend, they're using him. To which Derek said, no, they are actually my friends because... And then he stopped there, basically. He didn't have a reason to say, he just said, they're my friends because, basically. Fayt then specifically asked how Juanita was.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
To which Derek was confused.
Is she a devil's advocate?
They talked a little bit about Moradin. Apparently, Fayt asked why Derek was lying to the party about Moradin. To which he replied, technically he's not. But then he said, none of the people in the party are actually touched. Because the only reason why you know you're touched is because Derek is saying,
But I am.
and the only other person to confirm this has been Amy, but she's only said that she senses divine energy on you. So there we go. Other than that, I'm trying to think what else was said. One more thing. He said, the next time you meet her, tell her it's almost completed, and just walked off then. Basically, there's a lot of encrypted stuff, basically.
If you knew what the prerequisite was, you'd
Yeah.
know that fuck they were talking about.
You can share that with the party or keep it to yourself. It's up to you as a character. Also, while this is all happening, when Fayt left the room, you probably would have had time to ask Derek anything.
Yeah.
Because he's probably aware you were in the room. In fact, no. It's been assumed that Fayt probably knew. Because obviously, if he can make his own dimension, why wouldn't he be able to see through an invisibility spell?
Okay.
But you don't know that. So if you want to ask anything, ask Derek anything about the situation, you can.
Is Derek more aware that I'm there?
Derek knows that you're invisible, but he wouldn't know you're in the room. He may even... we haven't heard anything. The last time we heard from you was you accidentally fell over just before the rift pulled you in. So we know they know that you're in the dungeon with them or in the plane with them, but where on the plane they don't know.
Right, okay. I will...
Oh, and don't touch anything.
Or don't take anything.
Take anything.
I'll pull down my hood and turn to Derek and say, so, it's just us. What are you hiding from the others?
How composed is he? She was basically not very composed. So you were there, but the whole thing about the hand touching Garfield and them assuming Halal was talking to Ty, it was all a lie.
I'd like to get them to
It's
like you or feel that you're of an important stature. If you have
No,
this
I'd been
information.
alone for so long, and I saw Pandora and she was scary, and I just wanted to leave. I wasn't expecting them to make me into a metal thing, which is even greater, he says. But I just felt alone. I didn't want to be there anymore, and I saw a way to get out. And technically, it's not a lie. I mean, Garfield is technically siphoning divine energy off me, which I'm giving him partially, which he doesn't know about. So technically he's attached to Moradin through me. As for Ty, I don't know what's going on with her, but Halal really likes her. But she's not attached. Or maybe she says, when I met her, before they assumed she was touched, she already had divine energy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Do you believe that Amy also knows that? Well, is
Eating it.
a nod to the fact that they're God touched.
Sorry?
It's just
Um,
don't have a jumper.
Would you say Amy also knows that that they're not God touched and just playing on the illusion, or have you deceived her into believing it as well?
She probably knows about Garfield because I stand next to him a lot. But with Ty, it's a bit more difficult to comprehend. So she probably does know about Ty, and she probably has a hunch about Garfield, but I don't know. I haven't asked her directly.
So you being here with me, without Garfield, would you say he's at a disadvantage with your help?
What, if you were to fight Garfield?
No, yeah, like you said, you were always next to Garfield. At this moment, you find yourself separated. That give off any ideas to him about the whole touched business?
I don't understand the question.
Who's this her that Fayt was talking about?
I don't know. I'm assuming he'll probably know when I meet the person. I mean, I have my hunches. It could be Zero, could be Avenia, could be Pandora, could be. No, we already met her. I don't know. It's just from now on, whenever I see somebody really important, I've just got to say that, I suppose. Or maybe I won't say anything at all.
Do you know what it is he is asking you to relay as complete?
No.
So you're probably just as confused as me, I suppose, with all this
I don't like it.
prophesizing and...
No, as a part of Moradin, in theory, I should be able to know what she thinks and feels. The fact that I can't do that right now is problematic. You could say I'm acting of my own accord. I've become sentient in a certain way because before all this happened, I probably wouldn't have acted on my own. I was just a forge. That's all I was.
Love you too.
You seem happy with your sentience.
Yeah, I love it. I get to see cats and sometimes dogs. I mean, it's the cats really that do it for me. And squirrels. Oh, I love a good squirrel. And trees. Actually, it's just everything natural because as a forge, I used to make so many unnatural things that when I see something natural in its own setting and habitat, it makes me feel warm inside, you know, because it's naturally made. It's evolution that's, working,
I loved Eric.
I suppose you are seeing things through your eyes for the first time in most cases.
Yeah, so
There's two questions.
could you not tell them?
Your secret is safe with me.
Oh, really? I really appreciate that, and we should stay together because you're like similar to me but different.
We both have innate power within us that...
Is divine. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
I don't know. It's your choice
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
I don't know what's the deal with you though, because you're not in a hierarchy at all. You're just weird.
Fuck you too.
You could say we're quite similar in the fact that I'm seeing things criminalised for the first time. Being so separated from this this modern world and outside of my home in the Shadowfell, I feel separated and free.
Yeah, it's a good thing, you know, because last time I didn't really see the outside either, but the last time I remember there wasn't gears or steam or people in weird poofy dresses.
Who's in a weird goofy dress?
Not me.
If you want to know my deal, I'm still very young. I would just be happy to not have to look over my shoulder and to be reunited with those I left behind, and hope they are also in good hands. Which is, all these questions have been asked, I would ask my own question about the location of my parents.
Oh,
Shiny.
oh, that's tidy, isn't it? Oh wait, do I get a question? Oh, what do I ask? I wonder if I can ask when I'll be able to taste things. Because I would like to taste things.
Bless you, Derek.
If your
Bless
imagination,
you.
if your imagination is strong enough, you can make anything taste nice.
Oh, but they talk about flying cheese. That sounds really cool. And cheese that talks. I mean, a talking cow could probably make really cool cheese.
Ah, yeah.
Possibly, yes. I just don't really thought about it too much.
Oh, I think about everything I do. It's all wonders, isn't it? Wonders of the world, as they say. Oh well, I don't know who says that. I just said that now.
You could be considered a wonder of this world with your abilities.
Yeah, I do. I make things better. Like, well, inanimate objects better. They go more pointy and stuff.
You can also make the room better sometimes at your presence.
Yeah. No, I don't get that.
Friendly face.
I don't get. He realizes that. Oh wait. Wait, am I smiling now? And he sort of like puts his, but it's not changing.
It's metal, so we're
Yeah,
gonna see.
yeah. He's like, oh, maybe I can do something with that. That's a good idea. Maybe I can give myself expressions. How would I feel things? Oh. Oh, I haven't thought about that.
I like Derek so much.
Yeah, he's true. Out of character, he's the best.
Yeah.
In character, oh god, leave me alone.
Oh no, Kira loves him.
Oh yeah.
The senses are a truly wonderful thing.
Oh
I do
yeah.
hope one day you'd experience it.
Only recently I've started to feel things. Like, not feel things emotionally, because that's been happening for 300 years. But like, do you know when I touch things, it's almost like I can feel the thing that I'm touching. Which is why I like cats so much. Because when you go like that, it's like bristly and stuff, but soft.
Yes.
Yeah, he's getting it.
It's like millions of needles, but soft.
Fuck.
You're evolving, my friend.
We'll just chat it. I don't know. Wait, are you all there in person? Yes, we're all there in person.
Yep, all here.
I think I am.
The only one who we're missing is Ben, who plays Ty.
Sorry about the frame rate, but you can hear things. There's nothing happening on camera anyway. You can just maybe see hands once in a while.
Hello. They belong to me, Garfield.
Oh, yeah. So, no, but yeah, so you won't tell them, and that's great, and I'll not say anything.
I swear to you that unless absolutely needed, your secret is safe with me.
Oh, that's good. So you're my friend.
Yes, we can be friends.
Yeah, and he gets up. He's been on his behind the entire time, and he hugs you.
It's be like a weird sort of cold metal against my skin. Or is there some sort of warmth?
It's not cold nor hot. Let's put it that way. It's body temperature.
So it's not quite lifeless.
Mm.
Not quite
No.
full of life.
No, yeah.
In the middle.
And after about couple of seconds, he starts stroking your hair and he goes, "You're like a cat."
That's enough.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Garfield tells me personal space as well. And then, then you all come out of your rooms, basically. And then fast forward to Fayt's, not just there, but I heard the word frame rate, so I assume it wasn't in-game. No, if we're breaking up, we're breaking up, but recording could be bad. I don't know. Actually, recording's fine. Anyway, where was I? So you get to Fayt's chambers. Like I said, the woman has gone off to the bar and she's having a martini on her own. And you're all standing around Fayt, basically. You were still invisible, technically, so basically if you stay invisible, you don't get a question. There's the length of it, basically.
Or I revealed myself to Derek.
Yeah, so maybe you didn't...
Would Fayt... Obviously he'd probably notice me, but me not being invisible may sort of broaden the prospect that I'm interested in this little game.
Okay. So, questions. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
I do.
Oh, that's Derek. Oh, what was your name again? Sorry, Kira?
Kira, the halfling.
The halfling, of course.
Yes.
Is the halfling just an add-on, or was that an actual surname?
Oh, well, when I was with my family, we were very proud, so, I like to tell people of my halfling ways. I don't know what you are.
I'm Fayt.
Wow.
I mean, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Ha 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 ha.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, we've met several times. Basically, this guy's very literal. Yeah, we've met. A couple of minutes ago, I believe. So.
So, do I actually get to ask you a question then?
You did that. I assumed that's what we were doing just now.
Okay.
I mean, what's your question, Kira, the halfling?
So I was sent on a mission from Aetheris. So I was wondering, because it's sort of my main calling, will I manage to heal Aetheris? Will I manage to help them?
You personally?
Mm.
No, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
But I think it's more of your mission that you need to find the person with the capabilities to do such a thing. Because I don't think you have... I mean, your pixie wings are nice, but it's not going to really do much for healing a god, is it?
Well, I don't know. I got called by Aetheris. That must mean something.
She wants you to do something. Whether that's healing her, I don't know. Are you satisfied with that?
I suppose.
Yes. Next, please.
Well, I have two, so...
I guess I've already said what mine would be, so...
Okay, you go next then now.
I go next.
Yeah.
I haven't been involved as much as my companions.
Yeah, I noticed.
This little facade that you're pulling. But if that restricts me from my access to the question, I understand. But it is more of a personal one for me.
Right.
I don't know how you work, but I imagine you have some sort of control of time. So you might have seen my past and my exit and
I see things.
Dead people.
my escape and my separation of my family. They obviously sent me on the path for my own protection. However, I would still like to know where my parents are, if they're alive, hopefully.
They're alive, but probably not for long. The short of it is, I'm not saying the elves are inquisitive people, but they're held captive. I don't know what they're going to do with them.
Wow.
I don't.
They are
suppose-
currently, though, in the Feywilds.
They are in the Feywild, so. They weren't as lucky as me then.
Sorry?
They weren't as lucky as me then.
I'm afraid not.
Sign language if you know it. No. No?
No.
Although the news doesn't come the way I wanted it to, I will at least sleep easier knowing that they're alive, not necessarily safe, but I'm sure I can find a way to bring them back.
Oh, don't worry. It's all part of the grand scheme of things. I should know.
I nod with a small smile of hopefulness, I believe. And that's basically my question. So I don't know what happens next.
Next question, I suppose, is next.
Well, I have two, so it's up to you if you wish to go before me. Am I allowed to?
No.
That's not my question.
I'm aware of that, but
Oh.
you are pulling a bit thin at this point.
No.
He says during the gamble I got a general idea of your character. I already know what your character is, so
Oh, you do?
I'm everywhere, he says.
You are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what's your question?
Mine. I got two written down in front of me.
Is he going to try and bargain with Fayt?
I hope not. I don't know what this guy would do.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for that one then. It's a two-parter. It's still one question, but it's in two parts.
Okay, this is part of the same question.
What is all the technology in the world, and how do I use it to my advantage?
All of it? And which world are you talking about?
The one that we were pulled from.
So he starts listing off things in order. So he'll do transport.
Mm-hmm.
So it's things like the beginnings of cars, electric trams.
Okay. So essentially, he's talking more or less about the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then he goes on to talk about automatons and Warforge and things of that nature.
Okay. When he says sort of Warforged, I point at Derek.
No, not like that.
Okay.
It literally, somebody is putting souls into machinations and making them physical.
Wow.
Although it's very complicated, and I think there's only one person that's on the cusp of doing it.
Cool.
Oh god, let me get his name in. Alfred of the Puppets. He is an apprentice of Pandora. He's on the verge of doing it, but the way he does it is significantly costly on his part. Won't go into great detail about that because that's not part of the question.
You're right.
Yeah. So then he carries on then. So then you've got guns, cannons, tanks.
Oh, how?
Yeah.
Okay.
Metal golems.
Sean, again.
No, he says basically, I want to say mechas, but small mechas.
So titans.
Yeah,
So,
essentially
okay.
titans. Metal titans or clay titans.
Exoskeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking more of 40k titan things, but a lot smaller. As you
Yeah.
say, yeah.
Then he talks about guns, rifles.
Oh no, I would assume you'd be able to.
Nice, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's not sentient,
Nice.
essentially.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else there is. And then he goes over things like things that make things easy, like lamps and...
Okay. What about those computers?
You set up that world correctly. That's not of that world.
But it's part of that world now. So it would make it of the world.
Semantics, he says, fine. Basically, Amy has... How do I explain it? Amy has found the technology in an old book previously. She's applied her archive ability to it. Essentially, it's a very mishmash computer.
Okay.
So it functions as a computer,
Mhm.
but it probably takes significantly more parts and energy to run than your average computer.
Ah. But he's explaining it in
Yeah,
a way.
as
We're
way,
saying
yeah.
as we know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, shiny. And how do I use it all to my advantage?
To your advantage.
Yes. As the second half of my question requested.
With your ingenuity is the only way I could say you've got plenty of that. I mean, for example, Warforged is probably out of your grasp, as is Amy's computers.
We'll see.
No, like you would physically have to use her archive ability, which she can only do, so it's impossible. The Warforged one's probably more possible, but you'd have to replace the implementation of a soul.
I'm becoming Voldemort.
Maybe. Make a Horcrux. A walking Horcrux.
Nagini.
So, yeah, I don't...
Or a snake.
He's just like, I really wouldn't know how specifically you'd use it. I can see past, present, and future, but the possibilities are infinite.
Okay.
So-
you're Doctor Strange in it. Okay.
Yeah. There's not really much I can
Okay.
say on that.
Okay.
That's more of a complex question. That's
Yeah,
more.
it
That's
was,
more.
wasn't it?
That's more of a philosophical question.
Mhm.
Yes.
See how a godlike entity answers one.
Yeah. Well, I hope that's okay. And then you last, I suppose.
Why did Corvus betray me?
Oh.
Several different reasons, but there was not one. There was not one cause. It was things like how you handled your business, how he felt how he felt you handle things, how he felt that sometimes you looked. He got the impression that you looked at him as if he was beneath you. Stuff like that, essentially. It was your personality, essentially, which tipped him over the edge. Let's put it this way, you're not highly emotional. You don't read people very well.
Fair.
And he used that, he miscommunicated some things and that was the result. Still makes him a bad person. In my opinion.
Corvus or me?
He should eat him because he was the one that should have been the one that simply asked the question. You didn't know what he was thinking, but he knew what you were thinking,
Okay.
and he exploited that.
Well, I get
Would-
that much.
Which is why I asked why you weren't seeking revenge. I was just curious.
Revenge isn't everything.
Most people in your situation would do that sort of thing.
Revenge isn't everything. Getting new goals is.
And then suddenly you hear the woman chime up and go, do I get a question? And Fayt goes, no, you know our deal. You're just an observer of the situation,
I've got a question for you.
not the woman.
Who are you?
She said, I'm not obligated to answer that question. In fact, I find you quite droll, she says. She says, only half your party interests me. Fayt invited me to see if I could find some curiosities, and I
Which
did.
half interests you?
Specifically this young gentleman over here. Don't know what your deal is, but you've got something that I want.
Yeah, you've got an admirer.
I don't know how to think of that.
Is she beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah, probably the most attractive
Yeah.
woman you've ever seen, basically.
You have a beautiful woman out for you. Like, watch yourself. Could be a
But-
terrible omen.
But honestly, what is your name? And I'll do subtle spell suggestion.
Ooh.
Wisdom saving, sorry, yeah.
Against. Let's see which we believe is 16. I think that's a piece of paper. It's 16, yes.
Nice.
As you go to cast the spell, even though it's subtly, the spell effects do happen. However, a book appears in her left hand. Yeah. And she says, I'm not obligated to answer that. Hmm?
Nothing, dear.
And she says, the other one that interests me, well, the other two that interest me is a lovely lady over there, who for reasons can't really answer, because she's not here. And then the other one is that lovely specimen over there, the metal contraption.
Oh, Derek.
Yes.
Fuck do you want with him? He's a... Okay.
Oh, you don't understand the complexities that made him.
Oh, they do tell.
She starts walking over to him, and it looks like she's enthralled, basically. And she's as she goes out, she's getting closer and closer to him, and Derek's not moving away, but he's like, "Please, I don't know what's going on." And just as she reaches his hand out for her, Fayt's hand appears out of nowhere and grabs it and just stops her. And he goes, "That's not part of the plot, dear."
Oh, okay. Because in this part you can. Break the third wall. Or fourth wall.
And puts her hand down and she goes, well, can you tell me if it'll happen? And he goes, well, there are many possibilities.
Oh, come on.
And you know how to push my buttons, don't you? And she goes, yeah. And she starts walking off and goes back to her martinis, chugs it down basically, and then starts walking off. And then she turns around and says, I'm sure we'll meet again.
We will?
I just point at the martini and say to Fayt, was that shaken or stirred?
It's usually done to the preference, he says. The bartender knows the person's preference.
That's why I asked Fayt.
Oh, so she's been here a lot.
Several times. Well, recently not so much. She's been busy with her own stuff. I met her around about 250 years ago, I think. Yeah, her and two other people. Although one of them was dead, so I wouldn't really count that.
Were they the women that I seen her memory?
I don't know what you're talking about, he says.
I think you do. You know exactly
I think
what you're
that's
talking.
question.
I don't. I'm just merely speculating what I think he knows, and he can answer.
He just shrugs indifferently and starts walking away.
He definitely knows what I'm on.
How do we get out, I ask?
crying.
How do we get out then? I ask.
Oh, he
That's
says.
the question.
Oh, he says once you're done here, just tell me and I'll just click my fingers and you're
Oh,
gone.
you'll Thanos us.
I mean, I don't. He goes, I don't know what that is.
I'm all good if everyone else is.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so he clicks his fingers and then you all are in your tents and you just wake up. It's like you were in a dream, basically.
I hate those endings.
All a dream.
However,
Oh no.
There was the dice roll in as well.
yeah.
We hated it.
What's the name of your cat? It's not Kylan. I keep saying Kyle for some reason. It's Kylan. No.
Kylan, yeah.
Kylan, you feel something shift in your pocket.
Sort of nervously put my hand in the pocket and feel about.
There is a deck of cards.
Oh fuck!
Oh, God.
You're a knob.
With a message attached to it.
What's the message say?
So it says, the lady friend allowed me to pass this on to you. You can thank her later, she says. You probably know what this is, he says. Love, Fayt, XOXOXO.
Oh no.
Would I know what it was though?
Yeah, you probably watched. It is the card game where they bet stats, essentially.
Oh, right.
Oh, so it's that card game. So it's not a deck of many things as I thought
No.
you were gonna do then. Thank fucking God.
But if he's the new dealer,
Yeah, I know. And I'm only good with dice. I should have picked cards.
So you've got Fayt's deck of cards.
Right, okay.
Nice.
I'm proficient with card sets.
Right, okay, so let's just assume you've had a long rest. You've just woken up. And you are about 3/4 of a day's journey to the end of the road that you were going to. Let me just get my notes out, and we will continue with the side quest. Note this. That's all my green dragon stuff which I never use.
Who?
Fayt.
Haven't a clue. Didn't meet him last time. Wasn't so lucky to meet Fayt.
Makes sense, yeah. Is he a gem?
I did give you a description, I think, didn't I? So I said, imagine me, but with white clothes with fur linings, and it looked very Nordic, and then slightly pink tinge hair.
So not a gem.
No.
No.
Like I said, he appeared to be human.
Yeah. Even out of cat.
Wildcat, I know who it is.
Bad, yeah, I know.
That's very out of character.
Oh, of course.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
no.
not even from this game.
Oh man.
Enchantress. I can't find my note. This is problematic. Ah, here we go. Solutions have been found. Right, okay. So, I'm assuming you carry on with your journey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the fuck what went on last night.
I mean, somebody roll perception and then you can role play that conversation as you walk if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine.
19.
Nice.
Yeah, keep.
Yeah, keep that, yeah. So Dan is keeping an eye and like chiming in every once in the conversation.
You stand.
Warwick. So you're just walking around. If you want to role play a conversation while you walk, you can.
That was weird. I don't really know what happened.
What do you mean?
Remember the dream? Didn't you have?
Oh, you had a dream
you were
too.
there.
Yeah, you were there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys have that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
we were all connected in the dreamland.
That's weird. Why was I connected to you all?
Why were you connected to me?
Derek chimes in.
It's-
It was my first dream too. I didn't like it.
Even you!
Oh,
No.
you didn't like your dream.
No.
How the hell were you
You can get
included
lovely
in that?
dreams.
There was a terrible man, and he wouldn't leave me alone.
How the hell were you included in that? You're like not.
Would I have to, like, insight check myself to see if what I've dreamed felt real or not, based on my conversation with Derek and Fayt? Would that be sort of, would it feel real, or would I need to sort of?
Oh, so you're not asking about the dream in general, you're asking about the specific moment.
Like, because
If you can
when it comes to a dream, you're not going to know if you felt like it's connected to something.
Interesting.
You would roll the dice to see at first, but when you hear other people talk about the same dream, you conclude that it must have been
Real.
I wanna say to Derek, let me know if you ever get dreams of electric sheep.
Do they exist?
Oh fuck.
Well, that's
Now you've put a thing in his head.
Do you think the basin will give us electric sheep? What about fire sheep? Or water sheep?
well. This is for you to find out. You're
We-
gonna get so much more purpose.
We need to find sheep's blood. How do we do that?
No,
No,
Derek,
no.
Oh
no, Derek.
Derek's got an idea!
Just to do the dreaming first, okay? Just get used to dreaming first.
Wait, Derek, you're not allowed to kill innocent sheep.
No, I do what you do, and you go like this with your finger, and you go beep, 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 and then stuff comes out.
Oh, you mean that fun ritual thing they got me to try out?
Yeah.
Yeah, rituals.
That was really fun, actually. I do recommend that.
Yeah, I didn't like the people we got it from, but that was cool.
Yeah, you can try that, guys. Are we gonna try that again later?
Maybe.
When we get back, maybe. If you guys
If
want.
the door to Ty's room is unlocked, yes.
Ty is just shrugging indifferently.
Yeah.
Did you feel as if it was
Real?
real?
Mm-hmm. Felt real. I mean, I found an extra bag of coins by me this morning. Yeah, it was fucking real.
I found this deck of cards. I'm
Oh,
not too sure.
no.
What it
Isn't-
is,
that-
it was,
isn't
it
that
was
what-
addressed to me.
It wasn't that
From
what
Fayt.
Fayt was using?
It looks like.
I can only remember half my dream.
Oh!
I can't remember from the start.
Well, that's a fun new game to play.
I'm gonna have to take a willpower check at some point, aren't I?
What, are you going to try and steal the cards?
No. When he says let's play.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because if he bets money.
Yeah.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah.
Okay then, so there are 3 bets. Brain, brawn or money. So gold. If you bet gold, all your gold goes in the centre of the table up for bet. If you bet brain, it's at the heart of you.
It's a memory or a mental stat. While brawn is your precious items, physical items, so like guns and weapons, and a physical stat.
Out of cats, but I was trying to explain that in cat.
Yeah.
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 Explaining in character. Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a risky game, but a fun one to say the least.
Maybe when the opportunity is right, I will try my hand at
You
it.
just gamble with random NPCs and steal all their stats.
Don't tell me. don't let a character say that out loud in front of me. All my character is thinking about is how the fuck do I get my hands on that deck of cards to use it for.
Yeah.
Was there a lady in your dream?
Yeah. She was.
It seems
Beautiful.
like it was her gift to me.
Why would she gift you?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, she's infatuated.
She did seem interested. In my dream, anyway.
Yeah, she was.
I don't know what for. She's more interested in just what my goal is.
Derek, why was she specifically interested in you?
Don't know, she's weird.
There's more to it than that. Come on.
I don't know.
Why would she be? I mean, other than you being necessarily the first of your kind.
I'm tall. I'm big.
Maybe she's just got a thing for tall things.
I make things.
Yes. But
I
so
like animals.
But I make things too, which is moot.
I don't know. You make things, and I make things.
Man bags.
Anyway, looks like we're getting close to where we need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. So after about 10 hours journey, it's probably towards about an hour or two before sunset. You get to the end of the main road, which is where they said would probably be his first turn off to the rough path, basically. On the corner here, you do see. Let's see what you see. You see a turned over cart.
Any signs of struggle or leftover items suggesting
Are there
what
any
might
bodies
happen?
there?
Roll investigation.
Yeah.
13 for survival.
Which specifically for?
Looking for tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anyone who's been injured or anything.
18 on invest.
Okay.
18 on invest.
Yeah.
I got a natural 1 before, but halfling, so
Yeah,
rolled
that,
flush.
yeah.
What am I? What skill?
If you were specifically looking to help injured people,
Yeah.
it would probably be survival.
I didn't want it to be survival.
It could be medicine as well.
Yeah, I'd really prefer that.
Okay.
11.
Okay. So, there are some tracks, but they're indistinguishable. It looks like there was a skirmish, but the footprints are very mish and mash. Mostly big-footed, so they're probably dwarf, human, elven, that sort of nature.
Little fight here. Something happened there.
Yeah, you two roll just straight to investigation.
Yes.
So, the cart's empty.
Okay.
You look around, you do eventually find some insignias which insinuate that it's from Finrasda, or was going to or from Finrasda. You find 1 or 2 pieces of paper about delivery. Says all the items on the delivery cart, so it's things like I mentioned, copper, iron, silvers, a special alloy.
Is that how it's written on the invoice as a special alloy?
Yeah. Well, it's written just as alloy, but it's
Alloy.
written in speech commas.
Right, okay.
So it probably wasn't well known that this alloy was of significant importance.
Sort of
Basically.
experimental finds,
Yeah.
so to speak.
And then you rolled medicine.
Yeah.
There is nobody here to heal. So
Okay.
Any blood, maybe.
based off our investigation roll,
Yeah.
there are like 1 or 2 spurts, but nothing significant. So nobody died during the scuffle.
Maybe if it's tell like what kind of blood it is from any kind of specific race or.
Oh, that's interesting. Roll survival.
Okay. 11 again.
No. Yeah, it's blood.
Is it dry yet?
It's been probably the last 2 days, so
Yeah.
it's dry.
Yeah, it's dry.
Yeah,
That's useless.
but it's still it's still how do I describe how hard it takes 72 hours for it to go completely dry, and then from like 24 to 48 hours it's dry. When you put your finger through it, it can be viscous depending on how thick it is, because that's the blood essentially hardening.
Yeah.
So you get that feeling
It's like
that when you touch it.
coagulated.
Yeah, coagulated. Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
It's been there for at least 24 hours.
Do those mishmash footprints that
Yeah.
Warwick find lead anywhere particular?
Follow
Or is
them?
it just a random circle?
Anything we can follow, Warwick?
Not really.
Not that I could see.
So none jutting off in any direction.
No, however, there is a signpost saying there is a town nearby.
Ah.
That's all worth checking out.
It is called Timble Run.
Off to Timberland then.
It's probably it's like 2 miles, so it's probably about 20-minute walk.
Timble Run, yeah?
Yeah, Timble Run. Timble and then run. So you get there. it looks like a small farming community.
Yeah.
So people living off the land. It's very simple. There's like a handful of families, wooden shacks. There looks like to be a small tavern, but other than that, nothing.
Is it a tavern or an inn?
It probably functions as both.
Cool.
Shall we go and ask and see if anyone knows what's happened?
Yeah, and we can also get a bed for the night.
Yeah.
Some comfort at least.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Investigation check. 15.
What are you investigating specifically?
To see if anyone heard anything or saw anything.
You talked. Well, no, it's okay. You talked to one or two farmers that are they're finishing their day's work.
Yeah.
They haven't heard anything specifically, and they're a bit confused when you ask this because they try and explain because they're so far up north and not far from Finrada. There's not really much going on here. So for something to happen here, it would have either been heard or because like news spreads like wildfire in this small place, or it'd been significant enough that they probably would have to leave, but they haven't heard anything of the sort. So there was when you asked the farmers, you asked one or two youths, and okay, they sheepishly say they don't know anything and walk off.
Insight before they walk off. That's 21.
Sorry.
Yeah, they know something.
You two, stop there.
It's two. How would I describe them? Like on the cusp of adulthood, so they're like 16 to 18.
My age.
So slightly taller
Yeah.
than me.
Yeah.
You guys know something.
Nah, mate, we're just keeping to ourselves, innit? We're just common folk, innit? And they start walking off again.
No, I know you guys know something. Revealing my hand crossbow, 14 on intimidation.
We'll roll for both of them.
Ooh.
No. Oh no, we don't do that sort of stuff. We don't do it.
Okay, so what happened?
No, I don't know.
So what do you know?
Just calm down, Warwick. How's it going, fellas?
All right. Oh, you're great.
No. Pale, but you can say so. It would be a real help to us if you could answer my friend's questions without issue, if that's okay.
Roll persuasion.
With subtle suggestion.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wisdom save on their part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which one are you targeting? Oh no,
The one
you
who's
wouldn't.
talking the most.
Doesn't actually they both fail. The one you targeted. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, what do you want to know?
What do you guys know about it all?
Well, we weren't a part of it, like, but we watched it, and because we're a little bit too young, like, to do that sort of stuff, you know, we're getting to that point where, like, the elder folk just want to keep to themselves, and we're like, nah, we want to do something with our lives, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I like our bros, like, they saw this cart, and then they stole us off the cart, innit?
Who are your bros?
Oh, my bros, innit? You know the bros.
I'm not from here.
He knows the bros, but you know the bros.
No, I don't think any of us do.
Did they? Was there a shorter man accompanying the cart?
Ah, you're talking about the fuzzy one, innit? Yeah, the fuzzy one was there.
Fuzzy one.
What did your bros do to the fuzzy man?
Oh, I scuffled him up a little bit. He resisted a little bit.
Where is he?
Yeah, the hammer on him. So
Where are they?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
No.
Now tell us.
The suggestion would be that he can't lie. So like he generally doesn't know.
I don't know.
Oh, you
if
said
that's
as well, yeah.
happened.
He goes, I don't I don't know, like, because we were just watching. They told us not to get involved because we're...
Then you find out. Now, where do your bros normally go?
Oh, I don't know. My pa's gonna kill me.
I don't care who's going to kill you. If you don't help us, we'll kill you.
No.
I'll kill you.
No.
They tell the truth.
I don't know.
They have ways of finding out what we want.
We can take you to the bros if you like.
That would be a brilliant idea.
Alright, okay. And they look at you and he goes, he's short, but he's really scary, isn't he?
It makes up for the lack of height.
I haven't got short man syndrome. I'll put a bullet through your shins, you fuck! Both of them if I have to!
I'm short and I'm not that mean. And I'm shorter than... Wait, how
I can't remember, I think we did say that.
You're like
Yeah.
3 foot,
Yeah,
she's like 2
yeah,
foot.
so I'm short, yeah.
Yeah, how? I don't get that, how a halfling can be shorter than me.
I went as
Doesn't
short as
make
possible.
Yeah, maybe I'll change it.
Or just shrink.
So they take you off to the
Boots
tavern.
off, like that.
You take you off to the tavern, and inside there are... It looks like a mishmash of people. But in the corner, there's about 10 sort of like younger people.
Yeah. They look like the crowd.
They look like the
They're
people.
they're the crowd that are drinking.
The bros.
Yeah, the bros,
The underage
yeah.
drinkers.
Yeah, man, innit? Like, tiny. Gonna
Totally
get
not.
smashed.
Totally never had a drink before I was 18.
Yeah. The dwarf's name you were given as well, so I'll say that.
Yes.
Riddletinder.
Nice. What was that one?
Riddletinder.
Literally Riddle and Tinder together.
Yeah, Riddletinder.
Riddle Tinder.
Does he swipe left or swipe right?
I was trying to come up
That's
with
the
a joke.
riddle. That's the riddle.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just drinking and they're over there, like, if you want to talk to...
Oh, do you want to introduce us?
Yeah, of course.
There you go. Then
Yeah.
go on.
I'm going to take a discreet seat by the door.
He sort of like flags them down and they're drinking and he's like, oh, they're not supposed to be in here, lads.
Who? Us?
No, them.
Them?
They're underage.
Oh, they're with
innit?
us.
Oh, they're underage.
I don't care that they're underage. They've helped me out. They've been really good friends.
At that they sort of like eye each other up basically. And they go, oh, friends is it?
Friends.
Out of game, can they get like adult supervision?
You are an adult.
Exactly. But
Wait,
you
I
don't want to
am?
know if that's a thing.
Wait, I am?
Like I said, I take a seat by the entrance.
Yeah.
What are you doing, like? What do you want?
What do we
I'll
want?
happily wave to the bros in the corner.
Yeah. Two of them eventually do step forward. They look like the ringleaders essentially.
Right.
Sort of like one of them looks in probably his early 20s, a little bit pimply. And then the other one looks about mid-20s. He seems to be the brains essentially.
So one's pinky, one's brains.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
How much brains are we talking?
Not much.
Probably slightly you're
Are they gonna try and take
person,
over the
but not
world?
significant to notice. What?
Are they going to try and take over the world?
You've now made two NPCs, the Pinky and Brain Bros.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you want to do your thing, Garvey?
Oh, I'm definitely going to do my thing.
Uh-oh.
These two have informed us that you overturned a cart on the road recently.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do know what we're talking about. These two have been very, very useful.
Roll intimidate.
Can that... No, I'm not going to do it. No, not yet. I'm not putting all the guns on the table.
Literally.
13 is a good number. Intimidate, you say?
Yeah.
That becomes a 17.
Roll for Pinky and the Brain. Wrong dice. Yeah. Pinky looks like he's almost pissing himself.
Good.
Brain, on the other hand, seems far more composed.
It'll be Pisshead that I'm looking at then.
Yeah, okay. Pisshead goes, oh, we didn't mean any harm, we just wanted to make some money.
Oh,
And
but
then-
you bloodied him up.
And then the Brain sort of hits him with a hand and goes, "What did you do that for, mate? I wasn't part of the plan."
Oh, there's a plan.
Can I use message to talk to the brains? And I'll say,
That'll probably freak him the fuck out.
you have no idea that I'm saying it to him. Don't make me do what I did to your two friends there. They were very persuasive. I can do the same to you if you're not
And he gets a response as well.
Roll intimidate with
Nice.
advantage.
Kira's really scared of this new people which she's been with.
You can't hear it. It's messages.
That one you can't tell what's happening. Yeah,
Not even with
Unless you
Guardian.
overhear him whispering.
Nice. This is true.
Intimidation.
I thought you could say
Intimidation
it in
charisma,
your
right?
No.
Yeah.
So it's always a whisper.
23.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, oh Jesus. Alright, we'll take you to him. We'll do what we want. Just don't.
There you go.
We don't want
Good.
no
Good.
harm.
I didn't catch your names.
Pinky and Brain.
Wait, no, that's canon now.
If you ever come back to this backwaters to town, you may see them again.
Yeah, there'll be a
Oh.
nuclear fallout.
I'll turn to Garville at the end of that and give him a little wink.
Okay. I don't quite understand what you've done then. Not quite.
No.
Not
Just
quite.
helped you out.
Okay.
Yeah, you eventually led to Restoration.
Is it just Pinky and the Brain going, or all of them?
The bros are staying. It's just Pinky and Brain.
Good.
I get up and follow. After everyone's left, I'm going to be the last one out.
They walk you out of town and eventually lead you to a wooden shack.
Ooh.
They're not gonna hurt us, are they?
I don't care. I want them to. I will just get the gun out. Boom. Go on, fucking try it. Sorry, go on. What?
Inside, you find the dwarfen merchant. Ginger, very scruffy hair. Looks like your generic dwarven miner, essentially. On the side to the right of him, there's quite a large amount of metal. Like I said, silver, copper, irons. It looks like they've got like a little. Do you know whenever you get like supplementary cheeses and you've got one of each flavour? It's kind of like that, except with
Taster.
metal. Yeah, a taster of metals.
Derek, my
I'm gonna run up to the dwarven guy and ask if he's okay.
He's kind of tied up and.
I'm gonna untie him.
Yeah, cut the ropes and that, yeah.
Oh, these fuckers! Fucking cunts!
Did they hurt you?
I'm going to say outside the shed.
Yeah. What?
I'm staying outside the shed.
Oh, they're
Two.
Leaning on the door.
I got two of them down, bashed them in
I'm
the
leaning on
fucking
the door.
knees.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Did you have to?
Yeah, they were taking my shit.
Oh
The boys are inside there with them, right?
Yes, they're still with you.
Cool.
They're inside. I'm leaning on the door.
Okay. Yeah, fucking. I don't know what they're teaching kids nowadays. Obviously not how to fight because these assholes can't fucking rub two pennies together.
no! Does it look like he has any wounds or anything?
He looks bruised and damaged and got a bit of a bleeding
Looks
lip,
like
but
his
other than
pride
that,
has been hurt.
yeah,
Something else.
he's a dwarf.
He's a-
Yeah.
Can I try and bandage or just wash anything off him or anything?
Roll medicine.
Cool. I'm playing such a nice character for once, it's lovely. Just a 9 though, just a 9. Yeah.
You clean up his lip.
Yeah, okay.
You sort of like clean his face and his hands and
Okay.
anything that's showing that's got a bruise on it. You just clean wounds essentially.
Yeah, okay.
It's nothing spectacular.
I'll turn to Pinky and the Brain and say, you know, with this proof now, that's jail time.
Roll intimidation.
Oh. I'll look at them and give them a wry
Oh,
smile
it's, only a
with it.
it's only a 7, so
Oh.
that's not great.
Oh god, let me roll against that.
Roll crap.
I'm not trying to
Pinky
intimidate
has no balls.
What, as of now? Or just in
Yeah.
Pinky is on the verge of wetting himself. Brain, on the other hand, looks intimidated but still collected. As in, like he's aware that he's aware that they're in trouble, but he's probably thinking in his head how to get out of it. Basically,
Is this all the metal from the cart?
the dwarf chimes in and goes, "I didn't put it in separate places. I told you they haven't got two pennies to rub it together." Fucking bloody.
Clearly not the sharpest tools in the shed then.
Are there any tools in the shed?
Roll investigation. So yeah, it's up to you what you want to do.
I would
Well,
say throw
I-
it to the dwarf. He's the one incriminated. He's the one-
Oh,
So
nice.
it's the other dwarf one.
They have helped. Yeah, throw it to the dwarf. Do it. You can do that.
Do you letting the dwarf do what he wants?
No, I will say this dwarf. They've been honest and helpful in finding you. So I'll let the judgment fall to you, but try not to be too harsh.
They're fucking problem, innit? They put me in here for 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah,
You should be alright then.
No, well, they didn't starve me technically. Or Jesus, they had to hold my fucking dick when I needed to get it pissed, didn't they? Fucking awkward, wasn't it?
Who's this Jesus he just said?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh my god.
I thought, who would they? Fucking Moradin.
Hey, don't you dare say against Moradin.
Oh, I can do what I want. She
No,
my
you
God,
fucking
isn't she?
cannot.
Yeah, she
Not-
is.
Not Moradin, you don't.
Back in my day, people didn't talk back to you in profanity.
Bellend.
Oh, look who's talking. You're the shortest one, innit?
Fucking try me. Fucking try me.
Give me a drink and we'll see.
You need drink, do you? Oh, you're a short man. Bellend.
Oh,
Need a drink to get you there.
kettle black.
I don't need a drink to get me there anywhere though, do I?
Have you untied it at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's grabbed his hammer and he's essentially walking out, and he's gonna check on the cart, untie, he says, and as he walks out though.
I'll say to the boys,
Help.
buy the dwarf a drink.
Well, before you even say that, he's bashed their shins in.
Fucked. Oh, cunt!
Whoa.
He shinned them.
I'm still leaning on the door here, so no one can get out currently.
So yeah, one of them. Oh, actually, roll this.
Ouch.
Yeah, one of their legs are broken.
Kira's really regretting
No,
untying
it
this
is.
guy.
The other one looks like it's like inflamed, basically.
It looks like shit.
Yeah.
Kira's just really in distress.
I've seen worse.
I've never seen such brutality.
No, I've seen worse from the background I've got.
Yeah. So he spends.
Have you learnt your lesson?
Pinky has literally. He has pissed himself.
He's
The combination of fear and pain.
Oh.
There's just blood and piss
Yeah.
everywhere.
Gonna try to go to doors. Please don't hurt them anymore. I think they learned it.
Yeah, that one pissed himself. He definitely learned something, didn't he?
This guy's a dick.
This guy, I love this guy.
Oh.
We're 2 different levels of dick though.
Feel bad for Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the next half an hour, he's transferring metals to the cart. The cart.
Door's locked.
Oh.
I'm just leaning on the door.
You open the door, like.
Are you all done in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they all done in there?
I think we're done in here.
Yes, lessons have been learnt.
Don't want them shitting themselves as well, pissing themselves, you.
I get off the door.
Yeah, so the next half hour, 45 minutes, he's transferring metals.
Well, can we help?
I mean, if you want to help, it'll take significantly less.
I assume the boys are still in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
locked.
Yeah. I go in, kneel down next to them. If you're both looking for work, look for decent work in the future, I say, loading up my crossbow, and take a shot right next to one of their heads, and then just walk out.
No.
Hope it's not Pinky, he's already pissed himself.
Just
I
to remind
can't
you,
do
you aren't chaotic evil.
I know.
Oh, wait, I did all that. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm doing that to Brain.
Okay. The one that pissed himself.
No, that was Pinky.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one step away from chaotic evil, I guess.
Brain has pissed himself. They both soiled. Congratulations.
Well.
Good. At least you can get your ammunition back when you do shit like that. If I do it, I've got to commit.
That was just a regular bolt. I don't care about the regular bolts. They're a dime a dozen.
If I shoot, my bullets are gone. I can't pick it up and use it like you can with your...
No, I'm leaving the bolt in the floor next to him.
Brilliant, okay.
I suppose
But
we're
still.
going to be escorting Happy Days back.
No, I walk to town. I go to the kids in the corner. Who are their parents?
Are you asking the kids directly or?
Yeah, ask one of the kids directly.
Like early 20s.
Yeah.
Because now they're just
Yeah.
from around, you know. It's like a family thing. It's communal.
Okay, who's Pinky? Who's Bane's dad? Who's Bane's dad?
Oh, Joe over there, innit?
Go over to Joe. Keep a better eye on your son.
What's my son done? What's he got to do with nothing? You do nothing.
Does this one look like a typical
No.
skinhead? Fucking... Yeah.
Do you know the shed that they use out of town?
Apple doesn't fall far from...
Ah, you know, the one that they play around in, you know.
I think you better go check there, and then I just walk out the tavern.
Okay, so transferring metals probably takes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
While you're doing all this, the father is screaming at you because you've severely hurt his child.
Oh, well, I stopped transporting things. when
I
was
haven't
screaming
laid a
that.
finger on.
Yeah, we didn't touch them. I just tell him.
It was fuck all to do with me.
Yeah, the
Don't
door-
you come here screaming at me when it's not my fucking fault.
The dwarf chimes in and goes, fucking deserved it. and then the father goes, you want me?
Riddle, you're not helping. Shut up.
I could break this one's legs too. if
I
want
know, I believe you. I fucking watched you do it to his fucking
Your
wife.
sons. Well, can you see what remains of his cart?
to.
Something in town, wasn't it?
After a while, he does put the dots together, and he does say, broken legs, innit? They'll heal in a couple of months. The boys can't work on the farm, innit? But I suppose that's lesson learned.
Good.
It's a harsh way to learn a lesson.
It's still a lesson that he learned. That's how the real world works.
Don't like it.
Well, your world works.
Derek goes, I didn't know you broke things.
Things break, it's unfortunate, it hurts lots. We get over it.
But the wolves tried to do that to me and nothing happened.
You're metal, that's why.
Oh,
yeah.
metal breaks.
It does, but
It
not
all
you.
shatters
Just
the
be
things.
scared of very hot temperatures.
Yeah.
Oh, I know about hot temperatures.
Oh
I do.
god, here we go.
Oh, my favourite hot temperature is 112 degrees Celsius.
Then stay away from that.
Your body won't last long against that.
No.
I don't know. I'm quite heat resistant.
But metal isn't.
Yeah, but I'm an elemental.
Yes, that's inside metal.
Yes, that can make air things. He starts doing this.
If there's anything happening.
He's got little clouds of smoke coming out of his hands.
Wouldn't that technically increase the temperature of the fire?
No, I control the air currents around my hands.
Wow.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he touches the boy's legs and they're like not completely healed, but let's say still superior out of nowhere.
Riddle!
No, yeah, I can't heal them like because I don't have the healy things.
I can do healy things.
Oh, but can you heal a broken bone?
No.
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 Time heals that.
Yeah.
Time and pride.
Yeah, so you get everything sorted, but by the time everything's sorted, it is night essentially.
Riddle, we're going to be staying here the night. I recommend that you do the same.
I'll go stay at the inn then, innit? I
Likewise.
do have a currency.
Watch out for little boys.
Oh god, whoa! Whoa! Where did that
Where'd it go
turn? That's a hell of a
What I
twist!
meant by that.
I thought Kira was bad with the animals.
Walk with the animals, talk with the animals.
That's a hell of a twist.
Do it like they do on the
And
Discovery
it's
Channel. Oh.
Right, okay, for the sake of breathing, you have a long rest.
Good.
I'm assuming you all camp out.
No, I was gonna get
Say
a
the time
decent
of day.
night's sleep. Well, I was gonna see if it was a better night's sleep, if anything.
It's
Do the beds look like beds, or does it look like there's a haystack
It's
on the
beds.
floor?
It's simple. It's simple, but it's beds.
Okay, does it look comfier than a...
Yeah, definitely.
Then okay, I'll go
So for
take
each
that.
of you, there'll be 2 silver.
2 silver, that's really good.
Yeah, suddenly you have all this money. That dream really must have been real.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm still sitting on 1800.
My just as a note of character thing, with money and such, I generally share it with those who are there, unfortunately. So
Yeah. 55.
Mighty okay then. So, we've got 2 days travel back
We are going back to Finrasdor then, yes?
to return the metal essentially.
Perfect. Are we about to gain another empire?
Possibly.
I don't think he likes you very much.
I don't like him, but I like the things he does.
So,
Throws on the way
I don't
back.
like him, but I like the
do you want to just roll straight up perceptions for the days, or do you
Sorry?
want to roll up straight up perceptions for the days, or do you want to role play each day?
The only thing on my mind would be asking him what exactly that alloy is.
Yeah, likewise. What is and
What's this? Is this?
This is yours. That was your stuff. That was.
Oh, how dare you!
I was giving it back to you.
Oh, you're so denicky right now.
So you.
Oh, anyway, yeah, he would say, oh, it's like an alloy that we recently found. It's very maneuverable, but it retains its form. They were thinking about using it in construction of a specific golem.
I just casually point at Derek.
No, it was going to be like 2 times, 3 times bigger than that, and its limbs are going to like stretch out and stuff.
so like Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but
no,
yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Yeah.
Explain this. What's the name of the ally?
Oh, we haven't really got a name for it yet. It's only been recently found. The person that found it though was Joshua, so it's probably going to be named something like that. You know how pretentious people can be. Yeah. Fucking assholes. Back in my day, you just did the work and you just didn't complain. Nowadays, everyone's like, "Oh, I want to do something special with
Who
my
bought the
life."
ally from you?
Oh, we're not buying it or anything. Finrasdor made a deal with us, and we're bringing it down like a peace offering. There was no deal per se.
So it's a show and tell.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna love this ally, innit?
Who's they?
No, the Finrasdor lot, you know, the Merchants Guild. And then they'll give it off to whoever wants it, I suppose.
How much are they paying you for it?
Oh, no. This is a no money policy thing.
For now.
For now. Once it gets to the Merchants Guild, though, they'll want to sell it off, won't they? It's theirs to do whatever they wish with.
Okay, but what if it wasn't to get to the Merchant's Guild? What if it was to get straight to a merchant?
You rolled a nat 1.
Yes.
I am listening.
See, I've a shop of my own that we sell some items in. Derek here.
I'm Derek, aren't I?
Derek here is my forge.
I know I'm a forge.
No, Derek.
I know I was.
Derek.
Mm.
Shut.
Mm.
Derek. Yes, thank you. Not yet. Derek here is my forger, my smithy,
Aye.
and he knows how to work metal quite well.
Aye. Got anything?
Not on. No, we have shit. I'll pull my scimitar out. Is it a scimitar? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rapier, scimitar, yeah, and I
Yeah,
pass
was
it
it?
to him.
He sort of like holds it and goes, "What the fuck is this?
Exactly.
This is what? This is not physically possible. This it's like Chapman on top of enchantment. Normally shit like this doesn't happen. What's the deal with this guy then?" I'm Derek.
He's Derek.
Yeah, Derek.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure. That could be an insight, I guess.
What's the deal with Derek?
Yeah.
It's
When I
just-
say not entirely sure,
Sure, insight.
he on me,
Oh,
the dwarf on me, yeah, in there because well I do, don't I?
yeah. I'm listening, he says, and he hands you back the rapier.
Straight back in. He's just very very good at what he does.
I can see that.
There you go. I
Bloody
think
hell.
that's all that you really need to know. I think all that you now need to know is how big is the vein that you were using in getting this alloy from.
I know. He's gonna be like, one moment, lad. I need to do a little bit of recon, he says. And he sort of walks off to a nearby tree and pulls out a sending stone.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's sort of like whispering into the sending stone.
Can we do that?
Roll, not persuasion, perception. Yeah. If whoever wants to pay attention to it, basically, roll perception.
11.
Last.
Not really getting anything from it. He eventually gets back and goes, right, he says. Unfortunately, the higher ups, no matter what I say, they trust me though. They say I can't really give it. However, he says, the higher ups can sometimes be.
Persuaded.
Well, no, I was gonna say dicks, but.
Right.
So, here's the deal. I can't give you all of it, but I can give you a sample.
I need more than a sample.
Right.
How big is the vein that you are currently mining this from?
Oh, we've only just found it. It's
Perfect.
yes.
Then there's not a price on this.
Not
alloy.
right now, no.
Okay. What if we were to say it was 50 gold per, like, 10 kilograms or something? I don't know. I'd have to do fucking weights and shit.
I don't know what to say about that. I always
50
quite light, isn't
silver
it?
per X amount.
Wouldn't gold be like 100 gold per like pound or something, right? Because that's how valuable it is. Because you can turn gold bar into so many gold coins.
If I made a check to know a good value to weight ratio,
Oh yeah, you're a merchant background, yeah.
would I have advantage on that?
Yes.
Shiny. Nice.
Come on, don't be corrupt. There we go, that's better. What sort of knowledge check am I making here?
Probably investigation.
17.
You've never seen anything like this before. However, based off your merchantry background, you know what the most used metals weigh and conversion costs. So you would estimate a fair price for it.
Mm-hmm.
So alloy tends to be fairly light, so it'd probably be a gold per. I don't know how a kilogram, gold kilogram.
Gold to a kilo, you say?
Yeah.
I turn to him. How about?
Probably about that, yeah.
Mm.
No. I haven't said anything yet.
Hmm.
I'd estimate around. Mm, 9 to 11 silver a kilo, I'd say it's worth.
There you are.
9 to 11 silver is 1 silver or 1 silver above.
Yeah.
So you're saying silver's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done silver worth instead of gold worth.
I roll.
Shiny.
Right, I can't speak for the fella, but I can give you the deets. If you know what I mean. So he gives you the name and of the guy who I've completely forgotten now because I made it on the spot. I think it was Tertiary or something like that. Pretentious arsehole. He goes, yeah, right arsehole he is. You know what I mean? You know the sort that's like, oh, I'm going to look for far away while you do all the work and then I'm going to take all the credit sort of dick.
Yeah, I know that type.
Yeah, fucking
Dick.
yeah. And they're always young, aren't they? And they're like, my daddy owns 50% of the company.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, I can't cut the deals, but I give you the deets. I got a sending stone, and it's not directly to him, but you can ask my higher ups.
Well, no, you can ask your higher ups.
I already did. They told me to fuck off in a nice way.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do the stone.
Oi.
Dwarven Faction Guild, how can I help you?
I need to speak to the boss, please.
Who's speaking, please?
Me.
We see that
It's
you.
probably a good idea to tell them who you are.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, it's Garviel Loken.
Gabriel Logan. We don't have that named on the books, I'm afraid. Looking at the details, you're currently
What's your shop
talking
called?
through Rindletinder's sending stone.
I'm looking to acquire some of the alloy that he is transporting. I'm the proprietor of Adventurer's Edge in Finrazda.
Oh, I see. Well, not many people know about that yet, so you must be on the cutting edge, as they say.
Precisely.
Precisely, she says. Well, I haven't got a price sorted out right now, she
Oh,
says.
we've sort of talked amongst ourselves, and we've got someone who knows the sort
Oh,
of
you've got
stuff.
an estimate, have you?
We have, indeed, and I'll pass you over to Warwick.
It's a sending stone. You would know how to use a sending
Yeah,
stone.
sending stone you'd get.
9 to 11 C
Still
silver
need
a
to get
kilo.
you a
I say then passing it back.
Yeah, I need
Still need to get you a radio. So that, 9 to 11 silver.
That sounds about right, she says. However, I'd have to ask tertiary, I'm afraid.
Then you need to do it now.
Well, I
because
was going to direct you over to him.
Then please do.
Have a nice day now. And you start hearing some buttons, and then you hear in the background like trumpets. Na 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 na. Elevator music, essentially.
Shitty elevator music.
And then Tinder back goes, oh, I always fucking hate it when they do this. It's always the fucking same song, innit? National anthem bullshit.
So no, I've never heard this before.
Oh god.
Eventually, yes, Tinder speaking. No,
Not
tertiary
Tinder.
speaking.
Oh, hi, it's Garviel Loken. I'm not sure if you were told. I'm here to speak to you about acquiring the alloy that we are here helping Tinder transport to Finland.
Oh, I had heard he'd gone missing. Thank goodness you found him.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm eternally grateful.
Oh, you are you? Then if you're eternally grateful, then there's a reward for helping him.
Oh, yes, I did sort out a reward with the Merchants Guild.
You have?
Yes, 250 gold each and 10% of the missing metal.
Not yet. We haven't got the gold yet. We
I
still
know,
need to get
that's why I'm writing it down.
That is the reward.
And 10% of the current alloy that he has with them.
That's, well, all the metal with him.
All metal.
So you'd have 10% of the silver, 10% of the gold, 10% of the alloy,
And copper and
and the copper,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm worried about that.
Mm.
Fuck yes, it'd be our fucking weapons to look really sexy on the battlefield. Didn't say that out loud. Oh, that's brilliant. Good. Now to business. I'm not sure if you were told, but the alloy, as we've discussed amongst ourselves, our merchant has done some estimates. It's about 9 to 11 silver
a kilo.
per kilo.
He hears some mumbling in the background and he goes, Aye, Rindletindler told me that you were interested.
Well, there we are then. Well,
Unfortunately, I cannot abide by these
why?
because it's only been recently discovered and we don't know the exact properties of the alloy yet.
Then let me be the person to help you discover that.
Oh, very well then, he says. We'll say 10 silver per kilo to in the middle, he says.
Mm-hmm.
And I will send you about 50 kilos, he says. So that is 50 gold's worth, I believe. And you may do with whatever you like, however, please do return any interesting findings that you find.
So you're sending me 50 GP's worth.
Yeah.
Brilliant. He's never getting that. It got lost.
I wouldn't recommend
Oh,
that.
I'm not saying that out loud.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Though.
No, it might get lost.
Sure.
I also, as a merchant, would say don't try and trick dwarves.
True, yeah, fair.
It'll bite you in the arse.
You saw what happens. And that was just one of them.
True. But they didn't see
And
my
you gotta think
guns.
their shins your head high.
But they didn't see my guns.
So
Kill
to
them before they even get to me. This
Riddleton said grabs the sending stone off you and goes, "Yeah, I told you they were on the fucking level."
Riddle, that doesn't help. We're talking business.
Yeah, it does.
I need to learn that. Don't I? Silence or something.
Yeah. Fucking bloody. he starts trading over back to the car.
So when do we expect first shipment?
Probably within the next week, he says.
Can you get it sooner?
Not by horse and cart, I'm afraid.
Then what other way can you?
Because we're coming from the mountains, that's probably the safest way to do it.
Okay, then I will. Then a week will suffice. Send guards
Okay.
with it.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, he says.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want a repeat of this
Nope.
situation.
Don't want to have to come out to save their asses again.
Okay, is that all? Well, I shall be heading off now. Good day to you, Mr. Garfield. Or was it Garfield? Bye. I was the phone down.
Bastard. Yeah, sweet.
So, yeah,
Shiny.
2 days travel then. Do you want to roleplay it or just...
I figure I was doing that while walking at sort of.
Oh, right, so
at
that
the same
happens on the
sort of
first
time.
day.
Yeah.
So roll perception for the night then.
Who's taking watch?
I'm gonna go to sleep. I've done a hard day's work.
Derek will do one. Derek will do one.
Oh, can I join Derek on a night watch?
Sure.
I done a hard day's work. I don't know about the
I
rest of
haven't
you.
done anything.
I'll take second watch then.
This business stuff is so new to me.
I'll take
Yeah,
second
it's new
watch
to
if
me
need
as
be.
well, isn't it?
It's madness. I don't understand.
Well, you see, they give them something and then they take something away.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. Why not just share everything?
I know, right?
I mean, obviously you can't share food because once it's gone, it's gone.
Oh, you just go get more food.
Yeah, but
The earth is plentiful of food.
I wouldn't know. I don't consume
You do,
things.
yeah, you don't seem like the kind of thing that would eat food.
I know. I was just saying, if I sort out my expressions and my lips and stuff, maybe I can eat stuff.
But then where would it go?
I don't know. I'm an elemental.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
It would go into your body and it would just clog you up. Shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
Okay.
Then
then
we'll roll
you should-
perception.
No rolls today. 11 again.
Gotta put a mute on that guy.
Where is
No, he's awesome. Please don't.
the perception? 15. I'm okay. We're okay. Okay. Derek's sort of like playing with some squirrels. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Juanita.
That's Benita.
No squirrels. Okay, who wants to do the second one?
I said I would.
Okay, roll perception.
Oh, good night, Derek. If you sleep.
Nat 20.
I don't sleep. I just stay up all the time.
Nat 20 or 25.
Oh, yeah,
total.
there you go. Yeah, you're fine. Second night's travel, day's travel then. Roll perception for the day.
Yes. I'll do one.
I got a shit.
I entered the Matrix.
Yeah. Whoa.
That is 17.
That's not too bad. Yeah, you see some wild animals and you're able to like tell the car to stop for a couple of minutes, not to scare the horses, and then carry on. Nothing of major note. You're on the main road, so it's relatively safe. You get to Finraza just before sunset.
Sweet.
There you go.
Take him to where he needs to go.
Yeah, so he goes to the Merchants Guild, everything's sorted, you're given your reward, which is 250 gold each and 10% of the
Wow.
metal.
I'm getting a lot of this gold stuff these days.
Oh, that puts me into 56k.
He goes, and to Derek goes, I don't need gold.
No, I'll have your cut. It's fine.
No, I don't usually take cuts. I don't need it.
What?
I don't need it.
All this time you haven't been taking. You've just been leaving it there.
No, they don't give it to me.
Oh, right. At least they don't give it to you. Good.
Yeah, they do offer it, and I say I don't need it.
Oh, well, from now on,
Yeah.
just give it to me.
Okay. He gets 250 gold and he gives it to Kira.
What do you want me to do with this?
He gives you an extra 250 gold and he goes, you don't. Oh, wait, you don't know what you're doing either.
I guess not.
No, he gives it to Kylan and then after that.
I've just rubbed that one total, so I don't have to rub it out again.
Okay.
So that's have it.
Is that really the reason why?
Okay, then he gives it to Garfield.
Yeah.
I don't really have any need for gold.
I don't either at this point. You never know when you need to really fucking bribe someone.
Right, so that's
Here's
that.
50 grand, fuck off.
So now we all we have left is one side quest which you explicitly said you don't want to do.
Yeah. It's been 2 days since I've been away, so I'm going to the shop to make sure stuff is going right. It's where we all live as well.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
I want to see the Green Enchantress
Yeah, fair.
on my egg.
How do I write down the 10% offs?
So you would say 1 kilo of each.
Kilo off, yeah.
Yeah, so it would be like a kilo of silver, kilo of copper, kilo of gold, and a kilo of that special alloy.
How many days has it been since Kira came to Finrazda?
So 2, 4. I'd round about say almost a week then.
Okay. I was wondering if she still had that temporary visa, or did that get given back when the guy
like
left?
I said, the rest of the, like I told the rest of the party, when your 2 weeks were up, your character would
Yeah.
automatically, you don't have to do that.
As well as I'll show them now that you're part of my
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So she's with me, she's
yeah.
good.
Okay.
Fucking
Um, So yeah, we'll get rid of that side class.
So yeah, silver, copper, gold, a special alloy, yeah?
Yeah.
No platinum?
Pan? No platinum.
Oh.
It's copper, silver, gold, alloy.
Special. Sweet. Yeah, cool. Got to ask, sorry, cool, yeah.
Go get a drink then.
Hmm?
There's water in the kitchen. I'm not ordering drinks.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Go get a glass.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Get me a glass as well.
Yes, Daddy.
But get me a glass of water actually. I don't want anything fizzy. He was like, I'm thirsty. And I was like, what do you want me to do about it? Just get a glass of water.
Is he trying to be sexy? Or?
I don't know. Oh yeah, that might have been it. Shit. But usually would have said, Daddy, I'm thirsty.
I don't need to know.
Yeah, we'll just wait for them to get back. Do 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 do. Elevator music. Try and keep the stream entertaining.
Some human music.
Yes. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Human jukebox.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. Brush away the cobwebs and the sorrow.
This is dreadful.
Till there's none. Just ring a day and grey and lonely. I stick up my chin and grin and say the sun will come out tomorrow.
Bet your bottom
And dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Just think of a day that's grey and lonely.
Yes.
I'm on my own now, aren't I?
Yeah, she wasn't enjoying it.
Yeah. Just wanted it to be done.
Okay, so we will do the major side quest, which is O.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dan, have you told any of the party members about it?
I said that I've got stuff to do, but I haven't really told it.
No, I haven't, have you?
What stuff?
A job.
Do you need help?
I shouldn't, but if you want to come along, you're more than welcome to.
Well, what is it? You've got to tell me what I'm going to be doing first. Just going to come along willy fucking nilly.
There's a man that I've set up a meeting with
Right.
called. Well, you don't need to know his name.
It would be useful.
It isn't in this case.
Sure.
We at the moment I'm just looking to restrain him and capture him. I've got a few questions.
What's he done?
Apparently murder, but
Oh wow.
I want to see what he says first before I decide what to do with him.
If he's been accused of murder, why do you want to ask him questions?
Because I'm never 100% certain what the employer always says is true. Justice is never always exactly paid in gold.
Oh, what are you being paid in then?
We'll find out.
So, who wants to go with him, basically?
I'll be wanting to go see the Green Enchantress again.
I'll tag along.
So, we'll do your stuff first.
Okay.
Green Enchantress doesn't usually come, but her dryad attendants come every once in a while to tend to the garden.
I would say Kira can make her come, but she's very inexperienced.
Better up on.
Jesus Christ.
Who, sorry?
Oh, fuck you. Oh, the cows are gone as well, by the way.
Huh?
The cows are gone.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
You traded them away.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Patrick. So yeah.
Give them to the franchise, then we give them to the farmers or something.
Oh yeah, they've gone to the farmers.
I'm so glad the cows are gone.
You shouldn't say that. How dare you? All animals have equal rights.
I hope they're in a
especially
better
Patrick.
place.
Especially a really fucking
So, are you specifically looking for the Green Enchantress?
I'm just gonna, just kind of see how they are.
And I suppose in theory you'd ask the Dryad, and then they'll call for the Green Enchantress, and she comes through the tree and goes, "Yes, my child.
Hello.
Hello.
How have you been?
I've been relatively well. I've been
That's good.
keeping an eye on the logging company. We've
Oh.
already started.
Wow. You sound more capable of these things than I am.
In the building.
Well, I've lived for many, many, many years.
Wow. I lost track of my years.
They're not that important once you get to over 150.
Well, I don't think I'm that far. I don't think. If I am, that's really worrying.
What if we cut you in half and count the rings?
You're not there.
So I'm really confused by all this stuff that people seem to be doing. It's a very weird life. And this is a very weird place.
Yes, I would imagine this place is very weird for a druid. There's not much plant life around.
No. There's you. That gives me some peace.
I mean, there's a tree, she says.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's quite a nice tree.
Yeah, it seems nice. It's not like my little one in the woods, but you know,
I don't know.
it's nice.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No, I just needed some comfort in this weird world with my scary new people.
Well, maybe my dryads would be able to help you.
Oh?
I mean, they're very comforting and soothing.
Yeah. What could they do?
I don't know, sing you a lullaby?
Oh. What time of day is it?
It'd probably be a new day, so it'd be any time you want, essentially.
Anytime I want. That's unlimited power. No, I don't know. What is it you guys precisely want to go do again?
He wants to. I think I'm going to be staying at the shop and playing with the ally today.
Okay.
With Derek.
Yeah, I'll probably be staying. Yeah, I'll see what happens when you come back. I'm just chilling.
I'm in the shop too, so
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just be outside enjoying
Life.
yeah.
The air.
Okay. And then you'll do your old thing. What are you doing?
Oh, I said that.
Tag along
Tag along.
with Warwick. Okay.
I'm staying at the shop playing with the ally with Derek.
Okay,
so
we'll do
I'll
the
try and keep
ally
my-
stuff
I'll try and
then.
keep my distance
Okay.
and get involved if he wants me to.
Roll. What would be a tools check? I'm wondering. Sleight of hand.
Potentially.
Yeah, roll sleight of hand,
Okay.
and Derek will do the same.
+5. Fuck you. 7. Sorry.
Well, Derek got
Better.
21.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Good. Derek knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Derek is loving the new ally. Essentially, what the components of it is that It's similar to, do you know when he melts metal?
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhat similar to that, except it retains more of a form.
Okay.
So it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like a physical.
So it's physically molten, but it stays
Yeah,
the same,
same
shape.
shape. Yeah.
Okay. Is it mithril?
No. But he's like, oh, we can do lots of this. Oh, I'm just finishing his sleeve. I've seen that already. He says, oh, well, do you know what I'm going to do, he says?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to put it on my gauntlet.
Why?
Because then I can punch people from really far away.
Okay. You do that then. Yes.
So he spends the day and he transforms his arms and his legs into the special ally.
Awesome.
Yes.
So it's like got springy joints.
Boing,
Yeah.
boing. I'm yeah, alright.
But it's kept the same colour as well.
Yeah.
So like he's infused it into the original metal, because obviously he can't cut himself open because
Yeah.
otherwise he dies.
Yeah.
So he's basically infused the metal into the metal.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Bang. Nice. Tell me about Moradin. What do I while doing all this
Yes.
through the day?
Oh, Moradin, she is lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How? Like what does she do?
Well, they.
They?
Yeah, they. It's a bit of a weird gender thing with Moradin. She's a bit different.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on what day she feels like, really. I usually call her she, but sometimes she corrects me and says they.
Okay. Schlim and Schlur work?
Don't know what that is.
No.
So anyway, yeah, she just tells me to do things, and then I do them, and then they're really cool.
Okay, like what? What does she tell you to do?
Well, she hasn't told me anything recently.
When was the last time you told?
About 350 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I haven't seen her for a long time. And like I said, since then I've been getting more and more sentient. At first it was like, I wonder what it's like to breathe. And then eventually it was like, gee, I wish I could breathe. And then there was a little bit more forethought in it, you know? And it was a gradual process.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Right.
good in it.
Okay. What did Moradin do?
Moradin, she did inventions and things.
Oh, so this is your thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we established this.
Yes, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, it's malleable, he says. I'm gonna put it on my face.
Oh no. Well, why are you gonna do that?
Because then I can smile.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh god. Why no.
that's kind of adorable.
Don't hurt yourself.
He
You
rolled,
can't.
he rolled a 21, so
Oh,
he's
fuck.
relatively fine. Yeah, so now Derek can emotionally express what he's feeling.
Oh, I love it.
But it's more like you whenever like it moves, you hear a slight screeching noise. So it's like,
Oh god.
I love it.
Brilliant. Shame. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
I didn't find anything out about the alloy specifically then. Today.
So
Other than it being what they've already discovered.
yeah,
Stretchy.
yeah.
Okay.
Derek was more fascinated with what he could do with it rather than its implications.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
I wonder if Derek has the social ability to know like his expressions and stuff.
I mean, that's something good to learn. I suppose I'll have to roll for it
Oh.
for now.
This is gonna be great.
So yeah, we'll do Ol, which is you and Kaylin then. You meet Rowley, which is the head of the Magic College at the designated time and place, which is outside, and Finraz are in the fields. Rowley says, "Oh, nice to see you again. Warwick, was it?"
Indeed.
Yeah, okay. And who's this friend with you?
Oh, I'm Kyla.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. And she shakes your hand, and she goes, "Oh, well, that's interesting." She says, and she lets go.
I have that impression on people, apparently.
Especially the ladies.
I mean, she looks at you and goes, "Yeah, don't get too much of an ego." No, I know. You don't seem the sort. She says.
The
I'm
second
kidding.
person in the last 3 days to tell me this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. She says. She says. So right. I have some servos waiting in the wings.
Okay.
You do know what servos are, right?
I guess they're helpers of some kind.
Yeah, the little helpers made out of metal. And she says, what we're going to do is, apparently it's going to be him on his own, stupid arsehole, and I'm going to be hiding, and you're going to do the deal with Kaylin, and then when you do a signal, I will manipulate the servos to make metal rings around him.
Okay.
It seems fair?
Why am I doing the deal?
Because you need to keep in one place while I do this.
Okay.
I mean, if you've got a better plan.
Yeah.
No, okay, she says. She goes, I'll go hide in the fields then. And she walks into the fields.
Okay.
You wait about 20 minutes and then Ole appears. Like I said, half orc.
Yeah.
In green and white, not green and blue armour. So the appearance matches the description essentially, so you assume it's Ole.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes,
Insight check.
okay,
Just to double check.
okay. Yeah. I mean, you don't know. You wouldn't have known anyway off an inside. You've never met him before.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, you're the contact.
Aye.
Right. He says, I've got the gold waiting in the wing.
Mm-hmm.
So all we need to do is show me the stuff and we'll do the trade, yeah?
Okay. Why don't you have the gold with you now?
I need to keep it in the back, didn't I?
Why?
I need to confirm the goods first, don't I?
Did she give me goods? Quick note.
No.
Okay.
Did she,
I was told that.
did
I
she
was,
tell you what the goods were?
I was told to see the money before the goods.
He sighs heavily and he goes, no. No, goods. I need to see the goods.
Really? Yeah. Grapple check.
Oh, you're grappling him. You're not even doing the signal.
Fuck that. I'm just going to grapple him to the ground. I'll take that as my signal.
Well,
Okay. Hold him.
Yep, 16.
Oh yeah, you beat him. You rolled an 11, but you.
Wait, literally, I'm just going to go.
Okay.
well.
Rolly comes out of the fields and she goes, "Is it time now?"
I just look at her holding him down like.
Oh yeah, you see these little servos. They're like little tiny robots come out of the fields,
Yeah.
and they make little clanky noises and go. And then they just like go, and she goes, "Okay, babies, hang on a second." And she claps her hands, and then they turn into metal rings and go around his hands and legs.
Fantastic.
Well.
She was like, "Well, that was good."
I then say to him in Orcish, "Oh, is it?"
Yeah. Oh no, he's not answering you.
Oh, is it?
Roll intimidation.
I think my character is the nicest one out of everyone's.
So far. So far.
God damn it. Why did I roll? These rolls have been terrible.
What is it?
4.
Oh,
He rolled it 2.
Hey!
He goes, yeah, aye.
So what's your side of the story then? You know why I'm here.
Don't know why you're here. You don't have to tell him the details, just tell him.
No, I'm going to say the guy's name, his old friend. I'm going to say that guy's name, but I can't even find it.
I think I gave it to you.
Yeah, you did, which is why. You did tell me, I just apparently
Yeah, I think
never
I
wrote it
might.
down.
When you say the name, his eyes sort of like dart around a little bit, and then he thinks and he goes, "Oh, it's because his wife in it. Oh, it's because his wife in it. The bitch had to come in."
In what way?
Cicero, dipshit.
Well, when we started arguing with each other, she got on her way, didn't she? And she was like, she just kept yapping and yapping. At first, I just slapped her away. Husband didn't like that, but the husband couldn't do anything to stop me, could he? I rammed my sword right down her fucking throat. I did.
Jesus Christ.
What a euphemism.
Please don't say that, dear God.
Sorry. Oh.
Once you go orcish, you never go back.
Jesus. Sorry.
Because that is literally him killing her there.
I know, yeah.
Oh.
So you had literally no reason to kill her.
She was in the way. Of course I had to kill her.
Very slowly and deliberately just pull out a crossbow and put an enchanted bolt in there and just slowly click it back. Give me one good reason not to pull this trigger.
He thinks for a moment. I can do some good deals for you. For the sake of it, and you're point blank, I suppose, and you're going to arrow in his head. I'm just going to say for roleplay reasons, he's dead.
Yeah.
Coup de grace.
You didn't even ask him about the goods.
Some jobs to me are more important than trade. Like me fulfilling a contract is more important. To you, this just sounds like grunting between us. We're speaking in Orcish here.
Yeah, well, he was talking regular when he talked about his goods, so I was just gonna.
Was he speaking common or Orcish?
Orcish.
Oh, well, the meeting point and everything.
They were both talking Orcish to each other.
All right. Okay.
Right, okay, so
Yeah.
that's that. And Rolly goes, well, but I did my favour for Amy, like.
And yes, thank you very much for the help.
And she says, do you mind if I take my my babies? I don't want
Yeah.
Don't
Go
want
ahead.
getting blood on them or anything.
Oh.
Can anyone control them?
What?
Your babies. Well, if you made some for someone else, would anyone be able to use them?
You've gotta have a special affinity for mana.
But if you say made them with command words.
No, she says, because you would have to have a certain spell casting affinity for metal crafting. I think I'm the only one that can do it on this plane.
Okay, fair enough. Kaelin isn't no. Is it Kaelin? Kylan, sorry. That was actually me asking out loud there. Kylan, you may want to look away for this part. And I start cutting off his head.
I've seen worse things.
Yeah, we're going to just cut off his head.
Oh yeah, you're from the Shadow Fells, aren't you? Yeah.
And just put it in a small sack. I don't know this. I don't know if he's seen worse things or not. All I know is you go.
Rolly looks horrified. Well, she looked horrified with the whole thing, but she was keeping it cool.
Yeah.
The moment you start severing her head, she starts panicking. Yeah.
Put it in a bag, tie it in a knot, and put it in my backpack.
And then she goes, what are we going to do with the body?
It's your problem.
I'll just cast a firebolt and let it burn.
There we go.
Oh, she says that's a good idea, and she does the same.
There we go. Well, thank you very much for your help. Any remains on him?
I mean, before you burn him, you could take his armor.
Might want to hide the body before we burn him as well.
Well, I take off the armour.
Okay.
It's armour, yeah? What type?
Roll
Well, is it like a full plate?
What's it look
it's
like?
plate armor.
Plate
It's what
armor.
a paladin would wear. It's full plate.
Full plate armor, fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to like bundle up in some cloth and such. I am aware of this stuff. However, first of all, I've got some duties to uphold first. So yeah.
That's a shame. I did a character sheet for him and everything.
You are?
I had a character sheet for him and everything.
Oh, oops.
Aww.
Oh well.
Well, sure, you know that my contract was to kill him, right?
Yeah, I didn't think you'd do it so easily though. Then again, you did ask for Oli to help, so
Yeah.
the grapple kind of did it. So yeah, there you go. Take the head back, I'm assuming.
I'm going to take the head back to the Adventurers Guild and go to the
to
person
the-
who
to the- yeah,
go to the appropriate person.
yeah. Basically, carrying a dead head around to do that.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't hold it out in public, would
Yeah.
I? I'd only get it out to hand over the desk inside the bag.
As well as the head, do you keep a personal artifact of his? As in something to confirm that it's him, basically.
I hand over the chest plate of the armor.
Do you have a holy symbol?
No, they mean something like ID or a badge or anything like that.
Was there anything that I would have been able to find? Because
Would your character done that?
yes, because I've done this job before.
Did you roll investigate to specifically look for it?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What did you roll?
And that one.
Oh.
Yeah, you have the armor and that's it.
I would know this. That's annoying. I would have known to have done that, but I didn't know that I needed to do that as a player.
Yeah, and then you rolled a nat one. There's not much I can do about that. So basically, they can't give you the reward straight up until they get confirmation from the person that's doing the reward.
Yeah.
So they essentially have to send a severed head through the post.
What's in the box?
And they said they'll contact with you when it arrives, basically.
I say to leave a message at Adventurers Edge. There we go. I remembered it.
So just if I forget at all, just remind me. By the way, what happened to the severed head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. We are all squared up, and it is time for the next part. Do we all want to have a break first, or do you want to carry on?
I'm alright either way.
I'm fine.
I'm easy.
Yeah, I'm alright either way.
Radio then.
Oh.
One time I can't come and you cut someone's head off without me. Oh, that's better. Yeah, no baby curb stomping this session.
Oh fuck yeah. Can we go into your room? We haven't done a ritual in a week.
So yeah,
When I get home, quote unquote, check over the armor.
roll perception. Yeah, throw on perception.
Not you. Oh, god damn it!
Roll on flat.
Hey, that's
Oh,
better.
it.
19.
No, for God's sakes. I should take the first roll, but sure, why not?
Yeah.
It's magical.
It's paladin armor. Of course
Yeah.
it's fucking magic. I'm a magic armor as a paladin. I want my
But you don't know the specifics of it.
How much do identify scrolls cost?
Lots.
Lots.
Just, you know.
We've got
They'll
lots.
I mean, yeah, Derek
Yeah, I was gonna
identifies.
Yeah.
Also that.
Yeah.
Garville, can I borrow Derek?
He's not mine to let you borrow. He has his own.
Derek, can I borrow you for a moment?
In the corner of the room, you see him going like this with his hand, and his hand's like extending and distending.
Oh god.
Derek, can I borrow you for a moment?
Yeah, what's up?
I want you to have a look at something.
Oh, what's that?
I'll show him the armor.
I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Ooh, he goes. This is good.
Yeah, what's the magical dealings with it?
Oh, well, it's +1.
Okay.
And long story short, when you get hit, you do radiant damage back.
Motherfucker.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have to hit him in the armor.
Yeah, I'm glad that. Whoa, where did
So,
you fucking get that from?
You.
I'm asking him, the
Yeah.
character, now.
Like I said, you had the chance to be there.
Derek says, "Can I borrow this?"
No, Derek, not yet.
No, this is mine.
No, but I can learn
Learn what?
the thing on it.
Oh, he can. Oh, fuck.
You
Yes.
can learn the radiant damage back.
Yeah, we
What
can
happens to
damage
the-
as well.
What happens to the armor?
I read it and then I study it.
But you
and-
can't read armour.
Oh well, it
You're
talks.
not an elemental, are you?
The armor talks to me.
How?
I get that, but
Oh, the armor will be fine. I won't do anything to it.
okay.
Well, I'll have to caress it a little bit, but he usually doesn't mind that.
Wow. Wow.
Sure, make sure I get it back.
Okay, so he studies the armor for a night, and now, whenever he does the fire and lightning, you do a third enchantment on top of it, and it does 1d4 radiant.
But in the morning I'll ask him. So did you find anything out?
Yeah, I can do this now. Oh, he says, "Oh, give me the rapier." He goes, "It does radiant damage now."
Shiny.
Oh, just grab one of the crap daggers. Do the radio thing.
You do the radio thing. He says, "I just make it pull a pedal."
Yeah.
Yeah, pedal. There we go.
Radio.
Pedal. Radio. Yeah.
What's the name again?
Of
Your character.
Kira.
Kira. I'm terrible with names. Kira!
What?
Kira!
What?
Try this. Go out there, put that in your ear, push to talk. Let go when not talking.
What is it?
Just go out there. Yeah.
Oh, but you're kind of scary.
I know, it's fine. I'm not going to scare you. It might scare you a little bit. It's not my fault.
Oh, would I put it on my ear?
You put it in your ear.
I don't.
Like mine.
Okay, I'll put that on while I walk out.
Hello?
Oh my god! How? I'm gonna run back and be like, what is this?
Now you do it. Put it back. And
Okay.
speak into this bit.
Hello?
And go out there.
Oh,
Leave
okay. Okay, I'll try this now. I go out.
No, I understand why you don't want me pushing the button near you.
I'll go just a little bit further and go, hi?
Hello?
Oh my god, hello!
This is a radio. This is how we've all been talking to each other.
Whoa! Wow, what magic is this?
It's otherworldly, don't worry.
Oh my wow!
You don't have one, do you? But you've got a message, haven't
I
you?
do have one, but I have messaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kira's amazed right now.
That's -1 dagger. I need to stop buying daggers again.
I want to go back to the Dryads and be like, I got this thing!
Let's see what their action is. What's their action? They clap.
Cool. And I'm just gonna jump with this thing and...
So guys, do you want your things to do all the radiant damage stuff as well now?
I'm good with my.
I don't hit things.
Okay.
Can you do that to my pebbles?
Oh shit! Can you?
Just do it to my 10 final bolts of light fire.
Yeah, I mean,
Stunk.
can that be a thing?
Pebble improvised weapon.
That would be pretty broken.
It would be an
Enchant
improvised
improvised
weapon.
weapons.
So no, you'd in theory be able to enchant the pebbles with the damage, but you can't make them pluses because they're not weapons.
Mm.
1d4 radiant.
So you've got a bunch of pebbles that do 1d4 fire, 1d4 lightning, 1d4 radiant. Yeah. So there you go.
Nice.
You can have 10 of those.
10.
Yeah.
Alright.
How much is the armor worth?
Lots.
It's lots. Because essentially, Derek would have identified it, so he'd probably been able to tell you that it's quite an old piece of armour. It's probably been passed down through several generations.
Yeah.
It's probably something pre-war essentially.
Wow.
No.
What god is it? Did we see a symbol on it?
Nothing marked out. Basically, it looked like something that was used by the higher ups in the army, but not like the top brass. So it's probably just one below the top brass. So it's just generic essentially.
15 on investigation check, asking around to see how much it would be worth, type thing.
Based off what it does, it's about 4,000 to 5,000. But based off its age and what it does, it's probably more 10,000 to 15,000.
For the entire set, yeah.
Yeah.
Previous still sellers from the shop, you get 10% of its worth.
Do you want to enchant the shit out of it?
Leave it as is. I think it's more authentic that way.
We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't and we agree, well, we'll enchant the shit out of it. Yeah,
okay.
10%, I agree with that.
It's in the shop then.
Yeah, so how much was it worth again?
We'll say 12,000.
So you get 1,200, I get
1,200.
10,800.
We'll just say for the sake of frequencies that it sells.
Cool. I'll put that into the shop straight away. Jesus.
My pebbles look really pretty now.
They look amazing.
They sparkle.
Yay!
Ooh, how do I write my new supplier down?
Which new supplier? Oh, for the dwarves?
Yeah.
So essentially, whenever you want to buy alloy, you just contact them through the Merchants Guild, and they would just give you send you alloy.
Cool. And they'll send how much?
Depending on how much you ask for. So you would ask for amount, and then they'd give you that amount. So say for example, you said I wanted to make enough for 10 swords, say.
Cool. Cool. Send an amount. Depends on cost.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's that done. Keeping up with
Right. Okay. So are we all happy? Any other role play before we get into the next bit?
Kira's ecstatic.
I got a thing.
Shiny new things.
Right. Okay. So day of the tournament. Who is participating?
I know I am.
Do you know what? I'm gonna give it a go.
Okay.
I already said I was entering.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around to you guys and be like, what's one of these tournaments?
Oh, it's a fight.
Magic allowed, potions not. 2 weapons of any choice and 1 other magic item.
No, I know. That's not for me. I'll stay here with the tree.
I
You
will.
can watch.
Hmm.
Cheer us on.
So, are all of you going?
Well, I'm taking part, I don't know about the others.
Derek says I'm entering.
Can-
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, Derek, come
Is
on.
anyone
man.
gonna die?
Derek,
Yeah.
No, we can't kill
Don't
each
mind.
other.
Oh, well,
Why?
that's a little
because
bit better.
you're too useful.
I think it was described
Yeah.
as
You're too cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm entering.
Don't enter.
combatant
Yeah.
versus beast.
Why are you going to enter?
For the first few
Because I want
rounds.
to have
round,
fun.
and then you can group
I
up.
mean,
Okay.
And then it's
I mean,
1v1s.
I mean, you could do
1v1
something
after,
else for
is it?
fun.
1v1
What's that?
knockout,
Go and
basically.
enchant more of things with the new damage.
Oh, I
die.
do that all the time.
Okay, fine. You could watch.
I say you let him participate, see what happens.
That would
If
be
you're
alright.
gonna watch it, Derek, I'll watch with you.
It's a non-day.
I'm not gonna go in that.
Us.
Hmm? I mean, in theory, he could die.
Yeah.
It would draw a lot of
I
attention.
don't want Derek to die.
No, me. Come on, Derek.
I'd
man.
rather my own PC die. That's saying something.
Wow.
And I love my PC,
Jesus.
but I love Derek.
Since if Beth's still watching, for the sake of agreemency, I'll enter her in the tournament. But if she gets in the next session, she's like, I don't want to be. I'll just instantly drop her out.
Makes sense.
But she'll essentially go through the rounds essentially.
It is. Yeah, sweet.
Here, play with the scroll instead, Derek. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I love a good squirrel. I do. So yeah, he'll
There you
stay
go.
to one side then.
Okay, I'll be with him.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way down to the second disc in the Colosseum.
Yes.
Entry is free.
Good.
And like I said, you're basically taken to a waiting room essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And the waiting room is fairly large, and then you realise there's quite a lot of contestants here. There's probably about a good 30, 40. Would any of you be interested in seeing who's who and what's going on in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roll perception, everyone.
Is this including just a watcher?
You're not in the room.
Yeah, I thought not.
Okay.
Cool.
19.
23.
I mean, in theory, you could ask nicely if you could go in the room with them, in the waiting room.
No.
So you and Derek would be in the stands talking to each other.
Yeah. I'm also going to turn into a squirrel.
Yeah, Beth's saying into her, so she's going to be in the tournament as well. So investigations, no perception, sorry.
19.
Yeah, 19,
23.
23, and Titch.
What am I doing? Sorry, perception.
Yeah,
Passive.
to see who's in the room.
My passive is 11.
No, okay. No, roll it, I mean.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because you're actively looking around now.
That's not. No. I take my passive.
Okay.
I think I might be just cleaning my gun because it's a fight I'm going into.
So for those that rolled above a 10, you do notice one or two people. The one that stands out obviously is a very tall woman wearing a mask, white long hair, in a black tattered dress, wielding a scythe.
I don't think I've seen this person.
Have we?
I don't remember.
She's currently leaning up against the wall, and because she's wearing a mask, you can't tell what she's doing. But because she's wearing a mask and how tall she is, and how aloof she appears, and her appearance, she stands out like a sore thumb.
Cleaning, I'm going to just wander over.
Okay.
It's your story.
Oh, you're actually going to talk up to her?
Yeah.
Let me do all the other perceptions first. The other one that you notice as well is essentially what looks to be an automaton. And he's currently wearing, you assume it's a he. It looks quite muscular. Just wearing a cloak, a blue cloak. For those that rolled higher than a 15,
Yeah.
standing next to the automaton, you see a sort of like short-statured human wizard. Like he's holding a book, your generic wizard, blue book, but he's sticking fairly close to the automaton.
Maybe that's his magic item.
No, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking other stuff. Sorry. I'm fanboying right now over the history.
On another side of the room, you see two women. Not two women. You see one woman with fiery red hair screaming at a man that seems really indifferent in heavy plate armor. Looks like a half elf.
Okay.
Let's see who else is there. Those that rolled above a 15. No, I've done 15. Those that rolled above a 20.
That's just me.
That would be just you. Those are all the main contestants. I'm looking to see who else is there. You see an undiscernible man leaning against the wall in heavy plate armor. He gives you very strange vibes. Very strange vibes. And even though he's wearing heavy armor, normally it would be up to the neck up, but it looks like he's completely covered. Like even his hands are not shown, basically.
Actually looks like the hound. Not the hound.
Just like completely covered in heavy metal, basically.
Not a man slayer.
I'm not saying it.
Yes,
So those are the people that you see. So you only see the woman,
Yeah. What's your story?
and she looks down at you and just completely ignores you.
I just stand there then.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
sure, okay, fine.
quite a parade of people.
I'm biting my knuckle here because I want to talk to them, but I know Warwick has no interest in talking to
Yeah, does any of the characters want to do anything?
No. I have no need to talk to anybody. Mind my own business, get in the zone.
Let's see. You roll Arcana.
11.
Because of your background, the following people give off ticks of divine. The woman in the mask
Okay.
and the man covered in complete plate armour.
I'll relay that to Garville and Warwick
Mm.
about those. Yes, the woman in white, and I don't know if you noticed, but there's a man in full plate armour. His entire body. They seem to be giving off a divine nature, so to speak.
Okay, fine. Wander over to full plate.
He's leaning up against the wall, minding his own business, arms crossed.
Sup?
He looks down at you, and for a moment it looks like you don't get any recognition, but then eventually he just goes like that to you, and then just looks straight ahead.
I'm trying to take the smells in as well.
The smells.
Does it smell like gears?
He is what?
Gears. Like oiled gears.
No.
Machinery.
No.
Just in case. On the walk here, I cast mage armor on myself.
Right, okay.
What's your story? What are you doing here?
Just an observer.
Observer, you're not going in.
They wouldn't let me.
Why?
I would kill you all.
Oh, you would.
And he sort of walks off.
What's that full play do?
Yeah.
It was like a good time trying, though.
Who is?
I've said it loud enough that he maybe hear
What?
that.
Sorry?
Say that loud enough so that he maybe hear it.
He ignores it and just carries on walking.
What was the other one you pointed out?
Who is he?
The white lady.
The white lady. I already tried talking to her.
With
She
the mask and the scythe.
blanked me.
Hmm.
I'm gonna wander back over to her. My friend says you've got a bit of radiant energy going about here. That could mean anything, really. Radiant energy.
You could be hitting on her.
Exactly.
She simply says, "Who's your friend?"
Oh, he's quick look around the room to try and not point him out, but point someone out next to him. Who's around him? Like the typical, I'm a fighter. Look at me.
There's nobody around him because obviously, as his character, he would avoid confrontational characters. So
Nia, then, yeah.
So yeah, there'd be probably like a half orc that's sort of like battering his chest.
That orc, half orc.
She looks over and starts walking in general direction. But then, as she gets closer and closer, she walks past the orc and directly to you.
Shit. I followed. I'm 2 steps maybe behind her, going, oh shit. But he's.
She's completely ignoring you, and she grabs you by the scruff of your collar and literally says, "Don't get in my way," and pushes you away.
What was that all about?
I have no idea.
What about you, woman? Come on, what was that?
And she just walks away.
It's the second person I've had walk away from me. That's not fair.
That's so far I don't remember that.
Not fair.
Oh, trust me, that's fair for what you got away with.
That's not fair.
So yeah,
Did she smell like roses?
what do you even smell? She smells fabulous. Very good.
What does fabulous smell like?
Potpourri and lube.
What's
I doubt the second one there, Stu. I doubt the second one very much.
I don't even want to know. What do I really want to know?
She smells like potpourri. She doesn't smell like poo.
Well, this is all happening, Derek, and you were sitting down in the stand,
Yeah.
and it's starting to cloud up. And he looks over at you and goes, "Oh, this is exciting, isn't it?"
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before.
So right, he says, "I've never seen it before, but I've read about it." He says.
Oh.
So what they do is they go on this little stage thing here, and then they hit each other repeatedly, and then the first one that dies or goes down or something wins. It's not very descriptive in the books.
I got promised that nobody dies.
Well, the one that I read, the main character does die.
Oh no! Can I heal anyone? Can I look after anyone?
Oh no, I'm sure they'll be fine.
Oh,
Probably.
No. Oh no! Why do they do that?
People are weird.
No.
Like why? Well, I like making weapons, so I kind of see the allure of it.
No one in my tribe did this.
Oh yeah. Have you gone stripped down on gear to what you're allowed to have?
Have they told me I've got to yet?
I've just got my cloak and my wand is technically a weapon, so...
Right,
Whenever I see an official, I'm actively avoiding them, making myself not get caught by them to try and get in with all of the equipment.
You said previously that there's
Two
some
weapons.
sort of
there is some
Special-
sort of special
item
Yeah.
that restores spell slots after.
Yeah, so you get the full rest, basically, between rounds, essentially. So you can go full hog, essentially. Yeah, but you will be eventually caught out because there are literally, it's like, like airport bleeping machines. There'll be people walking around that, and eventually you will be caught out.
Cool, yeah, okay. Well, I tell them, I need all of this. This is how I am.
Obviously, I'll leave.
Then they tell you you can't take part. Then
Then I palm them 50 gold.
they give it back to you and say
And
you
I
can't.
palm them 100. How much do you want me to go?
No, they can't accept money because of the way the tournament's held. It's run by the three families.
I'm just gonna leave.
Basically, whatever your could palm them,
Potions,
they can get
one
palmed
pole person,
10
and
times the
a
amount by the families.
Yeah.
For now.
You think for now?
While it's basically 2 weapons, 1 magic item. The weapons aren't included in the magic item. No potions.
2 weapons, 1 magic item.
Yes.
Oh, that sucks dick.
That's fine for me.
And,
because I just get all the
armor
stuff
as
that's
well,
needed.
obviously. While you and Derek are talking in the stands, eventually you hear sort of like sirens going off in the background.
What's a siren?
You hear like,
Oh no! Derek, what's that?
he goes, "Oh, I think that this is why they announced the one of the main characters. I think that's what happens in the book."
What? Oh, that book you read.
Yeah.
Oh, it's. How do you know that's the sound that's on a book?
Because it goes whoa.
What, the book?
No, but it sounds like this. It goes whoa.
Whoa. Okay, so everything's fine.
I hope so.
Oh. What have we got into?
So eventually you hear over like a speaker. It goes, oh god, let me get her name out.
Can I sneak my wand of cheese in?
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Please, it's just a stick.
No, they won't fall for us.
Bastards.
They're quite like in this situation. It's quite.
You can't get it.
See where I was going with that? Ah, you fuck! Now fight me. I'll eat you.
You can't get it.
Where is?
Oh, and take a stick off an
Oh,
old
here
man.
Imagine
You're not
now.
a man.
Imagine the whole Lord of the Rings movie now, just cheese edition.
Doink. Oh, well, okay, yeah. It's done. How did you destroy the ring? I just turned it into cheese and ate it.
So over the intercom, you hear introducing the representative of the 3 families and the procedure of the event for today. Moonshine Wonderler of the Wonderler family.
I appear to only be going in with my rapier, though.
Okay. what you see on this stage is sort of like, the only way I can describe her is Luna Lovejoy.
Okay.
White hair, very aloof looking, indifferent to everything. Sort of like young teenager, sort of like looking around, and she goes around simply waving at everyone, and she's just like she looks half drugged, to be honest.
Oh god, she is.
Would I be able to
Half
tell if she is actually half drugged?
Roll
Half-baked.
perception.
Oh my god.
It's not even drugs.
I really hope
Yeah.
not. Natural
just
20s.
Oh yeah, she's not drugged, but
Okay.
she just looks
She's that
extremely
high magic
relaxed.
Okay, that's a good vibe.
No,
That's
she's got so
reassuring.
much magic power that just overflows her body. Stupid.
And as she walks out, she just sits down in a chair, and she sort of like leans onto
This
one
is the
side.
same woman with the scythe, no?
No, this is someone else. I would know.
And she sort of like leans into the chair, and she seems really indifferent about everything, but she's keeping an eye on things.
Do we see it from the, like, I guess the pits?
You wouldn't see it, but not Diana. Derek and
Kira.
would see it. Alright, okay. So, once you've sorted it out, so like I said, for particular purposes, you will not escape this. 2 weapons, 1 magic item, and armour. That's all you're allowed.
What have you chosen?
Okay.
Yeah, quarterstaff, wand of the war mage, and cloaking ability.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Crossbow, cloak of protection, thingy's longsword.
No, okay.
I forget what his name is.
And I'll wait for Titch to come back, and I'll go with his stuff, and then we'll be ready to go.
Please, no more interlude music.
Ty will also be in it, but I'm just going to use it. Basically, she'll get past the first round because there's round 1 essentially, and then so she gets a free pass essentially. But she'll be in the fight for RP reasons.
Good old RP.
What?
I want to know. I'm trying to think who the full armoured guy is. I can't remember.
So 2 weapons.
2 weapons.
Well, they.
So what are they?
I only appear to be going in with 1.
Yeah, no, but what? You still need to announce it.
To the DM. So I'm just
To the
asking,
DM.
yeah.
Well, I'm warlock bond to my 2 guns.
So your 2 guns, 1 magic item.
No, I'm taking my rapier is one of the ones that I'm taking in with me.
So you got 2 pistols and 1 rapier.
No. So my rapier is the one I'm physically going in
Yeah.
with. But my gun, my pistol,
Yeah.
and my rifle
Attack.
are bound to me like a warlock
Yeah.
can go pump it in my hand.
Yeah.
Which is what I'll be doing more or less.
Oh, we'll see how that goes then. So,
If you say it won't work, then
I don't think it will work.
right.
No.
Then I know. Then I'm physically going in with my pistol.
Okay. So you got pistol, rapier.
Pistol, rapier. I'm taking the cloak of displacement.
Yeah.
What was the other?
And any armor, basically.
Oh, my studded leather.
Okay.
Then. Sweet. Yeah. That's
Right, okay.
me.
So, you're
Is it
all.
regular studded level or enchanted?
I don't think it is it? I don't think I've done anything to my studded leather. Well,
I'm just making sure before you get disqualified for having magical studded level.
no, I haven't done anything to my armor. I
Okay.
haven't thought about doing that. Why haven't I thought about doing that?
I don't know.
It's a stupid idea.
You're all led out to the arena essentially, and there's a good 50 of you, and you're all sort of like ushered into this plaza, and you hear the crowd basically. Let's say it's like it's probably on the scale of like an old Roman Colosseum, so there's probably thousands of people watching. Sort of like the woman stands up who you wouldn't know, and she says, she starts doing a spiel basically, and she says, how would she say this? Residents of Finrazda, welcome to the Three Families Tournament. I'm Moonshine. Yes, that's my name. That's what my parents told me anyway. can't really trust anyone. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yes, of course. So yeah, you're all here to watch these people. Some of them may live, some of them may die. I hope none of them die. And everyone in the crowd has gone from cheering just to be like, what the? Yeah, I haven't seen many people die. There was that one time, but that was a mistake. Let's just say there were too many frogs' legs in the concoction. Yeah, I'll have to downscale that at some point. Can't have any more deaths. And everyone's just like,
The fuck
looking
is
at each
going
other.
on?
She goes, anyway, I will be presiding and I'm the representative of the 3 families. However, we have to have somebody from the Merchants Guild. I don't see why. I think I'm enough for the job. Let me introduce you to the person that's presiding over the Adventures Guild. You probably all know who he is. What was his name again? Vincent Bellaroo. And when she says that name, people in the crowd's going, screaming, oh my god.
Isn't he the guy we talked to?
Roll history. Everyone, if you want to roll, everyone roll history.
I wouldn't know history because I wouldn't have been in the sea.
No,
don't know who he is.
7. I've lived in Finraza though.
Yeah, to be fair, would I even have
No.
known in general?
And my ear to the ground thing.
No,
13.
you wouldn't know.
Okay. Not this
13.
time.
You would know based off that because it's in your line of work. Vincent Bellaroo is one of the 2 added manufacturers.
Let's put it this way, he's big.
He's basically on the same terms as Avenia.
Nice.
So, as the person you see walk out is the man in full plate armour that you saw downstairs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Brilliant.
He sort of leans up against the chair, and the woman goes, "There's a chair over there." She goes, "I don't really want you in my personal space." And you can hear this all over the speaker, and people are just really confused again. And then you just hear grumbling in the background. You see Vincent, and he goes, sits in the chair next to her, and she goes, "Right, okay. So shown the roads, let me explain, although I'm sure all of you know the rules. So there'll be 2 rounds. The first round will be basically a fight all to the death. What'll happen is you can either fight each other, we'll throw in some monsters to sprinkle it up and spice it up. The 16 or 8, depending on how many you are, she says, how many of you are there? About 50. Let's say 16 for good measure. That seems like an entertaining amount. So the first round will happen today. You'll all fight each other and the monsters. The last 16 standing essentially goes to the next round. Seems fairly straightforward. Round 2 then is 1v1. And then we'll carry on from there. And she's sort of twiddling with her hair, and she's just you can tell her brain isn't, she's her mind's elsewhere. And she goes, right, okay, well, send in the clowns, as they say. Well, these clowns have pointy teeth, but that's neither here nor there. And Derek goes, oh, she's funny, isn't she?
Oh, I'm just scared.
Oh, don't worry, they'll be fine, I think.
Maybe I should have gone in there and helped them.
I mean, yeah?
Oh no, I just didn't understand what this was.
Neither did I, really.
I got told no one was gonna die.
I mean, I don't think anyone will die.
From what?
They've got machines to fix them. I mean, that people can be fixed to machines, right?
Not quite.
I don't know. I've never worked with machines.
Ring of Regeneration, Short Sword and Gauntlets. I can have Derek's Radiant Treatment and a Staff of Halal. So those are Beth's 3 items. Beth goes, woo, 3 win. Because technically she's going to make the top 16 regardless.
Nice.
So basically she just claps her hands, and basically some side door in the arena opens, and you hear sort of random animal noises, some growling, some screeching, some cawing. But but literally the half orc you pointed out has literally grabbed two small guys next to him and bashed their heads to each other.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
As I'm able to understand
Straight
animals,
into it.
am I hearing
No
like any?
questions asked.
Yeah. Roll an attack roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 3
Yeah.
bullets
As
in
soon
if I
as
need
the
to.
gates raise.
Yeah. Just
I got a better thing for a bit, but yeah. The 8 plus 10 is 18.
yeah.
And then normal damage dice, fire, lightning, radiant.
Yeah. God help us.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh, fuck you, you bellends. That's like the worst roll in the world. 3, 4, 11 normal,
Yeah.
4 radiant, 1 fire, 2 lightning.
That's 20 something.
It's not that bad.
I mean, it adds up, I guess. Yeah, 7, 10, 11, 18.
No, it's 18 total. I'm just going to say from freezing seas, he's dead.
Good. Next bullet. Boom! Shot in the air. Remember you gave me
Oh
that?
shit. So everyone around you within 20 feet. Are either of you standing next to him?
Oh no, I've already moved.
10 foot, you said.
Oh,
it was,
10
not
foot, was
20.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
I've already moved.
Yeah, so yeah.
I think I would have spotted these two moving, to be honest.
Everyone within 20 feet, so you get 5
Yeah.
people down.
10 foot, 8d10 damage on that.
Yeah,
Fucked.
yeah, they're dead.
Well,
Yeah.
Actually,
oh.
I need to get all my character sheets up now.
You look around and I've gone.
I don't even know where the fuck you are. Of course I don't. Hey, fucking Kylan, where the fuck are you? You can hear that too.
oh yeah, because oh yeah.
I know where I've gone.
I bet you do. And I guess I'll keep in contact with each of you. Where the fuck are you? Do you need help?
Oh,
I do. Shit. No.
I let the herd thin first.
Okay. I think I just did that.
I know what I did as soon as the
You
gates left
get
open.
5 people down, but there's 1 person left standing that
Cool.
seems indifferent.
And with the third shot, I'm going to point my gun. Boom.
At the person.
At the one left standing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's 19 to hit.
Miss.
Ooh, bitchin'.
No.
Alright, fine.
Whoever the it's the Warforged with the cloak on.
Oh, you bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, what the construct that was next to us.
Ah,
Yeah, next to those everywhere.
fuck. I do move 30 foot away from it.
Now I want. We're not
what's
doing.
the sort of like perspective of what's going on right
So
now?
what's happened now? He's just had a surprise round because
Yeah.
he wanted to. So he's killed 6 people basically.
I assumed that he would have acted straight away, so as soon as the gates started opening, I would have started
I
running
did
towards
wait.
one of the gates.
Oh, one of the gates. So
I did
I'm gonna say now there's no initiative order, or there will be initiative order. But first of all, I want you all to roll a 1d8.
Uh-oh. Please don't kill me.
Fantastic.
A 7.
Okay.
Nice.
3 for me.
Okay. I always forget
4
to
for
pen
me.
in there. So 3, 4, 7.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Do you have a pencil?
Don't use the black one.
Good enough for you. Good enough for me.
Good enough for me. I need to keep track. I can't remember. Did that count as a bullet? Shoot in the air?
Yeah, it should do. If it doesn't, that's stupid.
Yeah, I can't. I
Is
haven't got
there
it
also
written.
one long one
And it
per
said
long rest,
bonus
right?
action
Is it
actually,
one
so
per
I
long
have
rest?
got another bullet that I could use. To be honest,
Is it
No,
two?
because the bonus
this
action.
time I won't.
Because your third shot is the bonus action. isn't it?
Okay.
Like crossbow expert.
Now
Yeah, 'cause
I
they're-
want everyone to remind me what you rolled. So who had 7?
Me.
Okay, so that is you.
I had the 3.
You had 3 and he had the 4. Okay, so it goes like that. No. That's you. That's him. That's you. Okay. Everyone roll initiative.
+7.
to, even though I'm out of it.
You are not in range, so but you wouldn't be able to cast spells anyway.
Oh wow, what have you
Yeah,
got?
natural 20, 24.
Nice.
I just wanted to check
What's
if you
your same as
had
me? What's your
had
dex?
thing in any way.
No.
A plus
Cool.
4.
Unfortunately, you and
Nah,
Derek are on the
probably.
sideline.
And
Yeah, no,
Stu
I
does
mean,
this one.
Like myself would love to go into a fight, but I know Kira would not.
Yeah. So
Natural 20, 24. Total.
24 total.
Did you?
24.
But he had natural 20, so.
Okay, cool.
So,
That's better, that makes sense.
Dan?
Also 24.
Was that Dex?
5.
5.
Oh, for God's
I've got advantage due to my weapon.
fine.
My weapon gives me advantage on initiative rolls.
Like
Oh,
a learn
okay.
as often as
I've got a +7 initiative. Shiny.
Right, okay, then you roll for these unfortunate souls.
Yeah. That is a little bit, isn't it? Shit.
You get that one. Okay. And okay.
I went straight for the nearest gate to me.
And just to reiterate, my cloak is great invisibility, so if I cast something, I do not drop invisibility.
Yeah, that's correct. It's greater invisibility essentially. It lasts for up to 2 hours, but then it recharges an hour a day.
So I'll probably use a decent amount, but then we walk back 2
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. If I'm being attacked, they have disadvantage.
Alright. So,
Displacement.
Until you're hit.
in front of Dan is.
Well, to my side, because I'm to the side of the gate.
Is this. Oh,
Ooh. Hell.
Ooh.
Shiny.
and near you, but can't see you, but probably can smell you, is this.
Okay.
Oh, it's an owl bear. That's fucking amazing. I love those things.
And then in front of you,
Yeah, it's
or
a-
charging near you, is this.
Oh, sweet. I got the massive
Do you
fucking
want
reek.
me to roll a stealth check?
And it's
Against
no, it's just
perception.
greater invisibility.
Okay.
So essentially, they can't see you, so they have a disadvantage on attacks against you.
Shiny.
But because of its keen senses, it'll at least be able to smell you.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So, Kaylin first.
Right. How far away is the owlbear from me?
About 20 feet, and it's like kind of trying to find his bearings of where you are.
Right, 20 feet. How far away would Garville or Warwick be from me?
We may as well draw this, shouldn't we?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I don't even need to draw it. It's basically all of this is the arena. Because how big it is. So who's this?
That's me. I'm
Okay.
by one of the entrances. Wherever the
So
one
you'd
of
be
the
the
entrances
entrances.
is.
You'd be more in the middle because you got a lot of
I
people.
would probably just ducked out, but around the entrance gate.
Okay, so.
That's it there, yeah.
That's nice. One will be
Titch,
owl.
can I quickly borrow your kettle to make some noodles? Food.
Maybe about here. 2 would be
Yeah.
the Gorgons, which would be about here in the middle somewhere.
What was that?
And
Hold on.
3 would be
Sorry.
here near the gate.
And the other people?
They're literally a mishmash everywhere. So, like,
Yeah,
they're
no,
basically.
but we need to know for obstruction's sake.
They're literally cannon fodder, though. Alright. They're all white ones then. I'll use these 2 for character specifics, because everything.
Yeah, I've got 45 foot movement.
So everyone in 10 feet there is dead.
Yeah, they are.
Do. Okay, so the woman in the mask is over here.
Is she in the arena?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The Warforged is here.
He's gonna die.
The wizard that you saw is over near here. The guy and the woman in heavy plate armor. just grabbing random dice at this point. It's because they've got the different.
The woman has red hair, correct?
Yes, fiery red hair. Close enough.
AC 17.
There we go. That's a general outlay. But there's more going on the outside here as well.
Okay.
So this is just the inside, basically, what's happened. And Garfield's just literally cleared out, like,
Yeah,
all of these people in front and around him. Yeah, cleaned the area.
Yeah.
So are the small dice dead people?
No,
There.
they're still a life contest.
I did go sort of a bit further away from the Warforged.
That's fine, okay. That's
So,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So, yeah, Kyle Newton. So this is the owlbear.
yep.
This is the woman with fiery hair. I use a red dice for that. Plate armor, woman with a mask, warforged, wizard with the warforged.
Cool. Where's the beastie that was coming from me?
Here.
That's, orange. Cool.
Right. I will move about 20 feet in this direction. So I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20 to that sort of area. I guess we'll start off with a bang. I'll go ahead and fireball in a 20-foot radius.
Fireball, okay.
Well, where's the centre of your radii?
So that's
Yeah.
1, 2.
So I'll have them roll dex.
I'm trying to see how many. I can
Where
get
are you
in.
putting the centre of the radius?
I'm trying to think of where would be the best way to do it.
Because don't forget, it's 20 foot from each centre
Yeah.
point to each edge.
So, hit that.
Don't forget you're up against Garfield. You're not working with him currently.
I'm still looking out for y'all. I wouldn't go for you guys.
That would technically be 20.
Well,
That'd be
I
20 feet
know
away
that
from
mean
the
you
owlbear
said
or
when I
25
first told
feet.
you about it soon in the final.
It'd be.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's 25.
So I'm not
20
going to fight
feet from the
anyone
owlbear.
unless I need
Yeah,
to,
so-
don't think.
So if that's my fire,
Anyone who's
would that
not
still be within
friend.
20 feet?
5,
this is
10,
weird, ain't it?
50. Yeah, no, it's just out, so you'd have to be here.
So I was going to try and hit that as well, but if there it should hit, still hit everything there.
That, it'll get that one and that one. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, there you go. But you'd miss this woman here.
Yeah, true, you'd miss her. Were you try aiming for her mainly?
I was trying to get as much in as possible.
Makes sense.
I guess I'll center it there, so I hit all
That area.
4 of those.
Well, 5.
5.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, 5. Yeah.
Okay, roll your damage, and I've just rolled their dex save.
Oh, what are you saving against?
The fireballs.
16.
Okay.
8d6.
Oh, that's decent.
11, 14, 18, 22, 25, 29.
29.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's got to be all of the whites dead.
All the whites are dead. The owlbear looks pissed. And the woman seems quite indifferent. Yeah.
And I'll just move my last 10 feet a bit further out.
Okay. So that would then be Warwick's
Fireball and
turn.
kill stuff.
All of the
AoEs!
Who's next then? Weird red eldritch thing. I'm going to shoot it a few times with my crossbow.
Okay.
Stunk, stunk.
22 to hit.
Yeah. Wow.
Why can't I read that? That's
Ooh. It has spell immunity.
that is... Well, good job I'm not a spellcaster. 12 damage.
What is it?
Magical damage. For the point of overcoming resistances. Otherwise it's piercing damage.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. What is that, sorry?
12.
12, okay.
Second shot is 21.
Hit.
12 again.
No.
27.
Oh god, yeah.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Punch. That is 18 to hit.
Miss.
Second punch. 19 to hit.
Miss.
Shiny.
Can I have a con save?
15.
He is stunned.
Let me just have a look at this. What was your fist bludgeoning?
They-
Oh no, not magical. I keep.
They're magical. They're magical for purposes of overcoming resistances. Otherwise, they are bludgeoning.
He has stun immunity.
Stun immunity.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh no, I'm just waiting for a sorry.
He has a lot of immunities.
Ooh.
Well, if he's got stun immunity, that's fine.
Yeah, then it's
Not to waste another key point on him.
Garfield.
Me, I'm gonna point at this guy and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay, what is that's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Yes, as far as I remember.
Where are you? Oh no, I'm on it now.
Who's my key point on next time?
17.
Bastard. Yes.
Okay. Nothing happens. Then.
Choices. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Bastard. Fine, if that's the case. It's gonna be just shoot the orange thing.
Can you shoot an attack as the same action?
Cast a spell bonus.
No, you've got to attack with an action to do it as a bonus action.
I've got
Yeah.
2 attacks.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, no. But casting a spell is an entire action. It's
Okay.
instead of
Spell
the attack.
casting is different from an attack action.
Yeah.
Yeah, and extra attack means that if you take the attack action, you do 2 attacks.
So you have to attack with the action.
That sucks. Let me
But you still have your bonus action.
Pistol arrow lets me attack with the gun. Wield 2 pistols, one in either hand. Right, bonus for the second. Yeah, make a
Yeah.
bonus attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, boof, boom, orange. 16 plus 10, lots. 26 on orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully death. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25 in total.
Yeah. 25, so that would be. Yeah.
That is everything. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sweet.
Okay, so that is your turn. I will bear first.
I've actually used strong sword instead of my fist.
He can see you.
What is he?
Owlbear.
Yeah, okay.
One with speech, one with claws. 16 plus 7, that would be 23.
Yeah.
23 hits, is it?
That would hit me normally, yeah.
Okay.
Disadvantage to attack me.
Okay. Yeah, 23.
Bastard. Yeah. Alright.
Sorry.
7 damage.
Okay, that's cute.
And then the second attack,
That sucks.
the disadvantage in it.
No longer with disadvantage.
Oh, because I've hit him, haven't I?
Yeah.
So that's 16.
The studded leather is 12 plus dex, isn't it? 12, 13, 14, 15.
No, it's the first 2.
17.
It's the first 2. It's dex plus 2. Up to 2. Because then you take the feet and it goes up to plus 3, doesn't it?
Oh, no, I thought it was medium armor. That's plus,
No,
plus
that's-
2 max. Light armor goes.
Oh,
just
it's light down.
It's
Sorry.
light,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no miss. 17.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, God.
That's a shame. No.
Well,
Then it is Number 2's turn. Who?
The orange number 2 is in
Yeah.
the middle there.
Gorgon. I'm wondering what he would do. The owlbear is... Oh, the owlbear would just attack... Is the Gorgon intelligent? No, not intelligent at all.
No.
So it would literally attack this and this is dead.
Yeah. fair. No,
The helmed horror is somewhat intelligent.
Sure.
So
First mark's the closest thing in front of him.
yeah, it'll attack him.
You've got a crazy scene, haven't you?
Oh god, that's not hidden. 22?
Just hits.
No. Jesus Christ.
If I landed with melee attack, it wouldn't hit.
Oh, that would have saved me. But damn, I would have left up the
What does it even...
disadvantage.
Oh, it's...
Oh, well,
it's
I know.
I was like, why? It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's because its CR is so high that 12 damage.
Oh, that hits.
That's you're saying that's not that much damage.
No, 12 hits.
No. No,
Where's my ticker gone? I had a ticker up here.
No. Is this yours?
Yeah, thanks for taking my life totals.
Merry Christmas. Then we're back up to the round with Kylan.
None of like the
None of the
contestants.
NPCs do anything, do they?
They will not do anything unless provoked.
Okay.
So the Warforged that was shot.
Well, as they are not on the initiative order, but essentially they're just running around killing people. She's standing on one side. He's standing there. She's gonna be indifferent, and he's gonna kill him. Okay, back to the turn order. Kaelin's at top.
Right.
How do I get that?
I'm going to try and get rid of some of the riffraff. So I'm going to cast
I'm guessing.
Scorching Ray,
Oh god.
which is I have to roll for attack. But I'm gonna. It's got 120 feet range. So I'll do that guy, and that guy.
Yeah.
That's
Shiny.
2d6 damage. 5 damage.
Do I roll?
No, I rolled to hit.
Okay.
It's a spell attack.
Sorry, I should move this way. So
Do you roll for each ray? Is it like
Each
Eldritch?
ray,
It's
yeah.
Eldritch Blast then, essentially.
do I attack with advantage?
No, if you were in 5 feet, yes, but no.
If I'm invisible, do I attack with advantage?
I want to say yes, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, you do.
Roll.
You're the DM, you're God.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So this one you said.
Yeah.
Well, same for
those-
people.
those-
Scissors. That's dead.
Natural 19.
Yeah.
12 plus 9, 21.
Yeah.
And then to try to keep being elusive, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4,
Doesn't say
5,
when it
6,
starts,
30 feet.
Oh, the displacement is at the beginning of each round, so not your turn, but when it gets to Kaelin's turn, it recharges basically.
Total around it starts again.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm keeping that up from now on then.
So you're talking about displacement, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are. It doesn't say on
No.
the actual thing. Cool. Okay.
So yeah, my turn's done.
Warwick.
Damn it! Now I'm hungry.
Key point to disengage and dash.
I have sandwiches. What time is it?
10 past 9.
10 past.
As I'm disengaging,
God.
shot.
Fair play. Boom, boom, boom.
Say shot. That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Key point.
It's CR4 and its AC is 20, and you're fucking hitting it repeatedly.
Key point on the hit to do an extra d6.
Oh, crap.
That is 16 damage with the first shot.
Yeah.
Second shot is 14.
The head.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Really quick.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
You've
Yeah,
given it
attack
lightning
rolls
bolt
against the
as
creature
well.
have disadvantage, and
You've
creatures
given
attack
it
rolls have
lightning bolt
advantage.
as well.
Have I given you a lightning bolt?
No, it's the gun has got lightning bolt as a thing.
Oh yeah,
How many times?
once a day.
Yeah, once per day as well. Is
Yeah,
it?
invisibility does allow you to attack.
I'll write that next to it.
Just check. Just check.
And
Yeah.
then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I want you all the way over there.
Wow.
Monks are ridiculous when you
Step
when
of
you
the
go.
wind, isn't it?
Yeah, step of the wind, because I dash, as,
90 feet.
disengage dash as a bonus action, and then I get to my move. So I'm just going to go basically here. Yeah, done.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, so it came. I've got my displacement back up because
yeah,
yeah,
here to the top.
because it's
right.
been, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So yeah,
Do you
there we
want
go.
to go
It's
back?
back up. Yeah.
I'm done.
Cool. Yes. Just getting a thing. Wrong thing. There. Okay. Do I want to just attack the fuck out of that thing? What is it in front of me? It's an owl bear, isn't it?
Owlbear,
Yeah.
woman,
Okay.
warforge, wizard, gorgon, armor.
Do you know what? No. Shunk and stab it.
Oh.
Stab it.
Mm-hmm.
9 plus 10 is 19 to hit the
Yeah.
owlbear. Sweet. Same things, all of the same dice. I'm a D8 thing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Why is that a sigh? It's like a good roll.
19 in total.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. And then I'll hit it again.
Yeah, with attack.
Sorry?
Yeah.
With a stab again. Natural 1 on the stab.
Never mind.
And then an offhand attack with a pistol.
Okay.
Boof.
Mm-hmm.
8 plus 10 is 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
He's dead.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, Owlbear doesn't turn anymore. What would attack the closest thing? It's not intelligent.
It takes offence to that.
He will attack him. Just in a row.
Even if he's not
No,
intelligent, he's
nothing happens.
Well, that's the wizard, right?
Oh,
That's the wizard.
okay, then your turn.
Right, the herd's thinned out a little bit. I'm going to chill for the moment and just fire a firebolt at the number 2.
The Warforge and the Gorgon.
Firebolt.
Oh, Firebolt, okay.
Cantrip.
Okay.
So I roll to attack. I'll get an advantage. Ooh.
Oh no!
That'd be 13.
3 and a 4.
13 to hit the Gorgon.
13, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Unlucky, man.
And then I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just to keep that dart around so no one
Alright.
aims at my position.
Yeah. Warwick.
Just going to sit there for now.
Okay. Garville.
I am. Ooh.
Collect my surroundings, have a look, see what I'm going to do.
What's this?
The woman with the mask.
The white one with the scythe, the one that has divine properties.
Yes, I don't like it. What's red?
The woman with fiery red hair.
We've got no idea about what sort of
Thing she does.
character
No.
she would be.
Taj's hideous laughter.
On the woman.
Yeah.
Which the
Red fire.
Okay.
16 to beat.
Yeah, she starts laughing.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
Thrumph.
She's prone, so you have advantage.
Yeah, coup de grace essentially.
Okay.
She does
No
get,
coup de
she
grace
does get
here.
another save when you hit her though.
Sorry?
She does get another save if you hit her.
Go on, give me a fucking crit. 15 plus 8 plus 10 is 25 rather.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. 6, 10, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 3, 4, 25 in total.
As you do the damage,
Mm-hmm.
you do 25 to hit.
Yeah, do you need physical and elemental for this?
No, but she does take reduced 3.
Ooh.
So that is...
She's a DR3, that means she's got heavy master armor maybe. Ooh. That's gonna hurt.
as you do the damage, this guy teleports straight
Well.
over.
Opportunity attack?
Yeah, that's what you're doing with advantage.
And me?
Oh no, it's you.
Yeah, me
But-
hitting him as an opportunity.
No, I mean no. He hits you
Oh.
as
Okay, disadvantage.
no. He has advantage, so it's just a straight up roll.
Yeah, sweet.
So that is 25.
Even with fucking shield, it still doesn't hurt. Jesus Christ, yes.
No, so
Even
he
with
does.
shield. Pop that and plus 5.
Oh.
Well, popping it wouldn't be bad because it gives me the plus 5. Yeah, I pop shield.
Okay.
No, she's still at AC, that's still hit.
Yeah, they still hit. But on any future hits, I've got plus 5 bonus AC.
No, it's only until that one specific
No,
hit.
it's to be
No, shield spell
Yeah.
until the start of my next turn.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Good to know.
I'll pop shield, I got plus 5 in any future attacks on me for now.
Until the
So
start
you
of the
take-
next
My
turn.
next.
You take 11 slashing, and then 3 force.
Ooh.
That's why I use the stickers.
Cool, so 11, 12, 13, 14 in total.
Mm-hmm.
32. Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is that your turn? Yeah.
I can't do anything else. Bonus. I've got a bonus.
Yeah.
I fully reload my gun.
Okay. Next is the Gorgon. Who's this?
It's me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a sorcerer mini.
yeah.
So, that one you.
Not the guy who's closest.
Which one?
Would you have any idea that I'm
The
there?
blue dice.
Oh yeah, you're invisible.
I'm
aren't you?
invisible. And my last action came from this area.
Oh yeah. So that'd be the wolf first.
Still got to trick up my sleeve.
Yeah, nothing happens.
I've got sugar on my sleeve as well.
And then we've got how much movement speed does he have? Oh, it's not too bad. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then we'll do the NPCs. We'll do her wisdom save. She's back up.
Mm-hmm. She got out of it.
She's still prone
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she gets up, but she used her action to get back up.
Cool.
So she can't do anything. This guy will attack you.
Cool. No disadvantage this time, unfortunately.
Are you still with a +5 AC?
I have, yeah.
And he has advantage. 7 plus 10, 17.
21 to hit, no.
Does he have extra attack?
He must be a rogue or something. The advantage goes range like that.
He's going to use 2 sorcery points.
Oh, it's a sorcerer. Okay.
He's battle sorcerer. Yikes.
To Woman Blade.
Oh god, no.
22 hit.
Yeah, no. 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Yes,
Yeah,
just.
okay.
Bastard. Ah, no, boom.
So he's now
That's good.
So that is.
Spoon
so
blades,
we'll-
cantrips.
Yeah.
Still cantrips.
If you let a little fire to you. Something like that.
So 13 slashing.
13.
Yeah, and. Running up blooming this 1d6 is. No.
Moves, he takes extra damage.
Extra 2 thunder.
15 then.
Yeah, total. Yeah.
Cool.
The Warforged will attack the Gorgon. Jesus Christ. Okay, Where is it?
That gets me every time. It just automatically magnates itself back shower.
Yeah.
Jesus, and it's a construct as well. Yeah. You literally see the Warforged, he gets the longsword out and he just starts.
Which one?
Wait, these two here.
Oh, yeah.
The Warforged is literally wailing on this metal construction.
Jeez.
It's basically, and literally, it looks pissed. Like, it's just sword after sword. It looks like it's taking quite a lot of damage.
Fine.
Who else haven't I done? The wizard's just going to be aloof and be indifferent. The white woman will come over here and try and slash Warwick. Just looking to see what her traits are. Yeah. Jesus, okay. Does 18 hit?
No.
Okay. So a slash, just like you dodge to the side and a slash goes a little bit wide. Yeah. Kaylin's turn then.
Cool.
Right. You see Kylan start to create shadows with his hands.
No, we don't.
You're invisible.
Oh,
Yeah.
You use yourself to it, I guess.
Our spell effect is invisible though when you do that.
Sorry?
Our spell effect's invisible.
Yeah, while it's under the cloak.
Well,
of
okay. All of a sudden, you see a monstrous looking beast appear in this square here.
Yeah.
I guess I'll put like a D8 or something.
Yeah.
And that is my Hound of Ill Omen.
Yeah, so you
And
6
it
sorcerers.
is target. I use 3 sorcery points as a bonus action to summon it,
Yeah.
and target the blue one. So
Yes.
it's a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm. I think it's for then on. Is it bonus action target attack or does it just have its
No, it
own?
rolls its own initiative.
Oh, okay.
It has an advantage on attacks from now as well. Flank, I mean.
No, what I need the direwolf statistics.
Oh,
It's
right,
19 plus whatever the dex is for the direwolf. Oh, it should be the back of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, be in
I
the
think
back.
it's right. Yeah, fine.
Direwolf, yes?
Yeah.
Plus dex 2.
So it's 21 initiative.
So it's actually where the owl bear was.
Now, anything within 5 feet of it has disadvantage against all my spell saves.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm going to spend another 2 sorcery points,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to twin Maximilian's Earthen Grasp
The fuck is one of those when it's alone?
on both of those. So 2 giant
Yeah.
muddy hands appear from the ground and attempt to grasp them. They do a strength check versus 16, but it's at disadvantage
No disadvantage, right? Okay.
because of the hound.
Is that a sound?
What was the DC?
16.
So he succeeds, she fails.
Right, so she's restrained.
Okay.
And
And she takes damage.
she takes-
over it?
they both take damage, but he takes half damage.
Okay.
So it's 2d6.
So is that
So that's 9 damage.
Yeah.
And she's restrained, so she has all attacks against her have advantage. and she has no movement, and she attacks with disadvantage.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, you. Yeah.
And that would be my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30.
Okay. Warwick.
Bring out the longsword and make a slash at the woman in the mask.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
Miss.
And then it will be a crossbow.
Yep.
Shotgun. That is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
We won't use it.
Oh, hang on. She'll use her reaction to cast shields.
Same as I did. +5 AC.
Yeah.
Is it a miss then?
Yeah.
Oh, unlucky man.
From a 24.
Yeah. Unlucky man.
And
So she's got base AC 20.
No, 21.
Or 21. Yeah. And she's a sorcerer.
Is she?
Or she's got a shield, so she can cast
Oh
spells at least.
yeah. Yeah. She's a caster. Yeah. Wow.
These might be really high level characters.
Cool. I'm guessing it's on me then.
I've still got my bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, 26 now.
What's the dodge action?
What's the dodge action?
Yeah.
So you use your.
Can't you do patient
No, you can't.
defense?
You can't use your dodge action as a bonus action as your
Don't
attack.
monks have
I'm a monk.
patient defense.
Yeah.
So it's 1 key point.
Yeah. What's the dodge action? What is it?
Disadvantage attacks against you.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Dodge action.
Okay.
Seeing as I haven't hit with attacks.
Yeah. So, Warwick, Garville.
Mhm.
So that person has advantage on all attacks made against her. And that one would as well because of the flanking.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for blue because he's hit me for the most at the moment. Advantage, yes.
Maybe just read his stats for a second.
Cool. We are flanking, but you might be able to get out of it, sort of thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. It is a total of 19.
Let's see what his miss.
He's very cheap now.
And again,
Yep.
there you go, 25.
Hit.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus 7 is 20 damage.
So reduced by 3 is
17.
yes. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, sweet. Let's figure it out. No bullets used this time. Go for it. I'm not going to shoot this time.
Gorgon will attack the Warforged because it's pissed.
Is Gorgon's AC over, initiative over 21?
Gorgon, no, 16.
My hound has 21.
Alright, yeah, good point.
Hey.
Get out of all stats. So it has to use its action to attack its target.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So it has to attack the wolf thing?
It has to attack the.
Yeah.
Bitch! That's pretty good.
Right. So. What is this plus the hit? Oh,
Yeah, Kira really doesn't like the fighting, probably, does she?
Uh,
Probably can
not.
hear a lot of
And-
screaming over
Sorry if you're getting a little bit bored.
No.
Advantage because flanking.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Kira is
That's
just traumatized, to be honest.
We call that 15.
Just reroll that.
Yeah, she's never seen anything like this.
So probably not going to hit. That's 14 plus 5, 19.
To hit the blue guy, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, miss.
Miss. There. That's all I can do.
Your turn?
Bethany never stand you.
Okay, Gorgon will attack, so that's 15 plus.
Yeah.
No, that misses.
Ooh.
And then it's the horror, which would be. That hits.
So at what point does the 1v1 start?
After this round.
Yeah,
Basically,
no.
when 16 people are left standing.
How many people are left standing?
Well, you can't see beyond this, as you're in the centre of the arena right now, so there's other fights going on as well.
Okay.
Damn.
10 plus Beth is 11 up at the moment.
Well, the Watcher is able to see the other, like.
Yeah.
Cool. Whoa.
How many are left?
I mean, roll perception. I think
Well,
reaction.
would it be my
Nah,
perception? Because I'm the one who's able to see.
You're asking who?
For the
She's
Iggy.
all the way in the. Oh, you're on the radio, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you roll perception.
Yeah.
How to break the
Right.
game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Akira's really nice as well, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be a it's gonna be a 16.
Yeah, you see about 20, 22.
Okay.
Why? Wait. Are you gonna hurt them?
Well, yes.
Ooh, there's a lot.
Alright. Means maybe about 20, right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
It's
she's,
so brutal down there.
she's significantly hurt.
No.
Who hasn't? Warforged hasn't gone. Yeah, that hits, and it is a construct again. So I need this.
Would they technically, if you're invisible?
Yeah,
someone can control you?
that Warforged has sliced
Someone
the
can
Gorgon in half.
control you.
Yeah, is that a creature you can see?
Check counter spell.
He's a wizard over there.
Yeah, check counter spell. Which one? Red.
Red 3.
Ooh, shiny.
25.
Oh, damn.
Well, you're the closest. You won't go for
When
the
you
wizard.
see a creature within 60 feet cast a spell.
Oh, fuck. So invisibility with this spell is like the best.
They can't counter spell you unless they true sight.
She's restrained,
She is,
so
isn't
that
She
means.
can't move.
Fun.
She can use her
Action,
action
but she
to try
can't
and break it.
Oh, she can just stay there if she wants.
She's
But-
getting crushed
yeah.
though, isn't she?
Yeah, I have to choose as an action to do damage.
Oh, nuts. That's alright, just stand where you are. You're invisible and go, I'm gonna crush the bitch.
This guy is going to attack him.
Ooh, that's not one of us. I don't care. I let him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, no. Damn it. Squishy.
She is gonna try and cast firebolt on you.
Ooh, that's a save, isn't it?
No,
It's a
I rolled
spell
a spell
attack.
attack.
Okay.
16.
No, it wouldn't
Okay,
even.
then.
Disadvantage spell attack,
Oh,
but
doesn't
16
matter.
doesn't.
Yeah.
So
It's only the one with the mask and the wizard. The wizard doesn't really done anything at all, but he's two. He doesn't care because no one's come near him. What would she do in this situation? Yeah, she'd be pissed. She's gonna go over here and attack the Warforged.
I feel that.
fair.
Miss.
Oh, it's because you're so pissed.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we get to the top of the rank. Keelan.
Right.
Typical of the three of us.
Do you want me to give you a lowdown?
Right?
I'm probably just gonna firebolt. You said she's pretty weak, so I'm just gonna firebolt her.
Well, no, she's been hurt significantly.
Well,
Yeah.
natural 20.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's 2d10.
Kira's never going to a tournament again.
There's a d8.
They're D8s for bolts.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
There.
And you roll 2 because of your level.
Oh, bloody
Yeah,
hell.
that's
Good
double.
roll.
30 damage.
That's double to
30?
26.
No, it's 8 and 7, it was 15.
Yeah, and then double, so it's 30.
30.
Yeah, so she's dead.
Jesus.
And with that,
Wow.
the sirens go off. Yeah,
Sweet.
time on the match basically.
Ooh.
Well, there's 16 people left.
Time on the round.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Shiny.
So Ty was on the other side of the arena and she obliterated a couple of people, let's just say, with a death stick.
Oh
This
god,
fight's
yeah.
happening
No,
quite
did she
quickly.
get the death stick out this time?
Hmm?
Would she have gotten the death stick out?
I'm emotionally invested in these characters, says a random person.
Okay.
Thanks, random person.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. We yes.
What do I do? Because my hound has to attack him.
It has to.
Yeah, until it's.
Can you dismiss it with an action?
Oh. Or as soon as the bell rings, it dissipates, maybe?
Yeah, mask dispel in the arena.
I suppose that's possible. Let's
Yeah,
just see.
maybe.
Like, I know how good Moonlight is.
Yeah, but
There's-
remember, this isn't a spell, it's a spell effect. Because
Okay,
you
you
saw
use
it
all
might
four
be
of the howling
power.
creature of darkness to harass your
yeah.
foes. You target one
It's an
creature
ability.
within 120 feet of you.
Oh, crap.
At the start of its turn, the hound automatically knows
That might be
its target's
15 going
location.
into the next round.
On its turn, it can only move towards its target
Oh, you
by the
had
most
enough.
direct route, and it can use its action
Yeah.
only to
Sorry
attack
for
its
the
target.
last hour.
No,
basically.
I just
The
I know
hound can make
Kira what
opportunity
you're going
attacks,
about.
but only against a target. Initially, when the hound is in 5 feet of target as much as Simba is. Oh no, like it doesn't say has to, just it has to use its action to get close.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
So I just tell it
Okay.
to like stop. Like,
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's got 3 HP. So.
No, okay.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
got
shit.
half my left sorcerer level.
Oh, Jesus. Right, okay, well, I'll just do a quick dry up and basically be done in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah,
If you missed anything, I'll DM you. basically.
Sorry. Yeah, let's
Thanks.
just. Kira will essentially have PTSD at the minute. Sorry. Okay, see you next week, guys.
Okay, ta, thank you. Ta.
Ta-da!
See you.
See you, Lulu.
Yeah, the match is over. Looking around, there are 16 people left.
What do they look like?
Okay.
Apart from the ones we know.
Well, we took out one of the.
One of the bigger guys.
The bigger
yeah.
people.
So you've got
That Warforged is still there.
woman with a mask,
Yeah.
It was 21 AC.
wizard,
Don't know what he
Yeah.
does.
warforged,
Yeah.
this paladin guy that you assume that he looks very paladin.
He's in heavy armor.
Yeah, heavy armor, shiny sword,
What
shiny
oath has he
armor.
got? I can't think what oath he has because he's got shield.
Conquest.
Because shield is.
Oath of Conquest.
Is it going to conquer? Yeah.
No. Shield is fighting stuff.
It's armor of. No, he had the ability shield.
Oh.
The spell shield,
Oh,
he used
okay.
it.
I'm not sure about that then, unfortunately. It's not
I have an
Conquest.
oath for conquest paladins.
Likewise.
Then we
It's
have
armed agonists and command.
you 4.
Yeah.
So I'm Ty, so that's 4, so that's 8. Let me just write these down. Gar.
Must be regular.
Who am I missing? Did I put the wizard down?
There's 4 people on the other side of the field.
Yeah, so that's 8 that I've got written down so far. The rest is basically generic.
It's not in any of these books.
There's nothing that points out. You see 1 or 2 fighters, see a spellcaster. That's it really.
Right.
Those are just the points of interest. So you've got the woman in the mask, the wizard, the warforged, and the paladin.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Like that. Ooh.
Right. Okay. So the sirens go off,
Yeah.
and we keep reconnecting and disconnecting them for some reason.
That's
Never mind. Okay, we'll just leave it that there anyway.
Sorry.
It's alright. It's a little bit early, but
Yeah.
we've left Mr. Player.
It's a
Okay,
decent
so
place to leave it as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
yeah.
So essentially now we get a long rest, right?
What'll happen now is the rounds happen on separate days. So
They are
regardless
happening
you
on
get
separate
a long rest. So what will happen is there's going to be some like role play in between matches.
Yeah.
So basically you talk to the woman that was on stage.
Sure.
So you get like a 1-to-1. You're invited
You're invited
to
to
a party basically.
Sure. Okay. I like that. Sweet. Okay, yeah, cool. That'll
Okay.
happen between now and next. Well, yeah, that'll happen next
Yeah,
week.
and then I've got the tournament start because
Cool.
I only have one round one sorted. I've got exactly 8 people, so I might just say 8 people instead of 16. I didn't give the general